Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, men on, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
This is Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
It's President's Day, Albuquerque. Did we get the day off? Is that how the
It's the day to, really up the bar. You know what I mean? Like set new precedents.
new
really
presidents?
Focus on the future. Is this I'm subscribing to the wrong President's Day, aren't I?
So you were going President's Day.
President's Day. That's what I thought it was.
Like
I was wondering where everybody was in the building.
Did you not know today is?
Well, I knew it this morning because my son didn't go to school, but then I forgot throughout the day. And so,
Nice.
Wait, so where did you send him to where you forgot, Griff?
no, I remembered because he didn't go to school.
But where was he?
Oh, he's been at home all day. So I just kind of
She-
forgot, like, okay, it's the weekend, or whatever.
The weekend didn't feel like the weekend because there was no NFL football this past weekend.
Well, there was no NFL football, my friend, but there was air quotes professional football being played.
Air quotes.
Me and Van said in the opening segment, we're going to talk about how there was no NFL and we won't bring up the XFL until the very end. And you killed that in about the first minute.
Yeah.
You literally threw the whole plan out. Like all the production we did on this opening segment, you ruined in the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, because you had no idea that The Rock traversed the whole country in a span of 2 days and flew to every game.
So you just want to get rid of the 4:15 segment? Is that what you're saying? You want to
I
just
don't care.
Is your world so upside down because there was no NFL football this weekend? You didn't know what to do, how to behave, or what was going on?
There's a small element of that. Because I didn't know what we're going to talk about today. Luckily, though, there was an all-star game and the XFL and a tiny white guy won the slam dunk contest.
That
Like a
was
lot of cool
amazing.
stuff.
You thought there was a lot of cool stuff? All I saw was a barren wasteland of nothingness.
Are you describing The Last of Us? The last episode?
I didn't
The
see
Last
it.
of-
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, it's so good.
You've never watched the last. Oh,
No, I've seen them, but I didn't
okay.
I didn't see the last of Us.
Okay. The former of us.
I watched the Elimination Chamber on Saturday. That was very good.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
We'll
What's
go,
that?
We'll go on a length about
Is
that.
that the new Mad Max movie?
It's not so dissimilar.
Okay.
sounds like a Hell's Kitchen type of
Oh.
cooking.
What is that?
Elimination.
What is that? That's something in the desert?
Elimination Chamber.
Right? It sounds like some kind of cook-off.
Does he know how to cook with rotten tuna?
They give them rotten tuna?
I think so.
Oh
In the Elimination Chamber, they do.
Sometimes these shows they cook with some weird stuff.
Is this like Iron Chef stuff?
Can he bake a cake with oysters and jackfruit?
The answer is yes. I could put
Yeah.
that into a cake.
Okay, one weird thing I did see on a cooking show, and me and my son had to look it up. It's called Stargazer pie. You have to look it up and look at the pictures. I don't know who invented this. I don't know why
Say
you
that
would
word
keep
again?
Stargazer or something like that. It look-
Stargazy.
Gazy. Okay, it's got like it's a pie with like fish heads.
A
hanging
Cornish
out of it.
dish. Okay. Of baked sardines along with eggs and potatoes covered in a pastry crust.
No.
Oh my God, it's got fish heads poking out of it.
Yes, and they had this on a cooking show like a couple weekends ago, and me and my son were like, "No, there's no, there's no
Sports
saving that."
Animal Hotline on a President's Day, 505-246-0610. This British food is the reason we had an American Revolution.
Exactly. It has nothing to do with
Yes.
religion.
No,
No,
it's because Cornwall and their decisions on food are embarrassing and
like
unacceptable.
if you were just limited on these food items, why would you do this type of dish?
They took over the world.
It's scary. It's
And
scary
I-
just to look at. They're looking
Multi-level
back at
marketing
you.
spice trade. The British East India Tea Company took over the world for spices and hasn't used a single one of them.
Sent 0 of them back to the Isle of
Never.
Britain.
Never used a single spice, but they are down to put fish heads in a pie.
Okay, so this is no joke. It actually is from Cornwall. So the pie originates from the fishing village of Mooshu Moose Hole. Sorry.
Moose Hole?
That's the name of the fishing village in
Hey.
Cornwall.
It's getting sexual real fast.
As with many parts of Cornish heritage, a legend has appeared about its origin. Well, of course. This was invented by the British version of Huck Finn floating down the British Isles.
It's a magic pie where anyone who takes a bite immediately projectile vomits.
And then your float gets there much quicker.
It's the ultimate weight loss pie, isn't it?
Oh,
Don't
so
say
nice.
anything bad about the Queen.
Long live the Queen.
She loves it. Lovely weekend. Like, no, you're violently ill.
This is disgusting.
Yeah.
You could have put this in I just went blank. The producer from The Godfather. You could have put this stargazy pie instead of a horse head in his bed.
That's
And
very.
it had the same result.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The exact same result.
Why did you include these sand eels? You've ruined it. You've ruined my pie.
There's some British grandma somewhere
Oh yeah.
who thinks she's got the best stargazy pie recipe.
Uh,
Yeah.
There's someone listening right now with access to the Sports Animal Hotline, 505-246-0610. You have to have it with horse mackerel. Like, what?
The secret is you dip the sardines inside of battery acid. It gets them real soft on the outside.
50% herring, 50% dogfish.
Oh my gosh.
You gonna have this, Griff? What's up?
No.
Ah!
No. It's just scary. Like if someone served this to you, like all these little eyes are looking at you, and no.
You core out a boiled potato, you stuff it right in, and then you serve it to your guest.
Oh my God, they make it with crawdads too.
I'm telling you.
Crayfish
Anything
stargazy
that has
pie.
a face, I think would do.
All right, do me a favor, Griff.
Yes.
Go to the production computer. There's a song called Starry Gazy Pie.
Oh, is it Oasis? Did Oasis sing that song?
It's from somebody named Jim Causley.
Oh, he seems nice.
In the 2013 album Cypress Well, the song comes from a poem that someone, it don't matter. But long story short is, this stuff exists in pop culture and music. The Cornish singer Brenda Wooten recorded an album Stargazy Pie with Rob Bartlett as far back as 1975 for Centennial Records. I just want tarts and flans. English food is the worst food
It's the worst cuisine on the
on
planet.
earth.
Yeah. Indian food, because obviously they took over their country and
Yes.
co-opted their culture, much like we've done with the South.
Hold on. Southern food is the worst as well.
Oh my God. You thought the outside of a stargazy pie looked horrible? Look on the inside. That is a nightmare.
All right, this is where I'm pleading to the friends of the show right now. On a footballless weekend, we need you. 505-246-0610, the Sports Animal Hotline. If you have ever had a stargazy pie, call us, tell us your experience.
Oh my God, the phone's already ringing.
Because I cannot deal with. I do not accept that this exists.
We just got back from Phoenix, and I think this is a bigger insult to God than the city of Phoenix.
Somebody on Great British Menu, which is apparently a cooking show, won something because he made this thing. Is this it? This is the banger? Okay.
Okay, I'm excited.
Griff, give me the...
I'm not sure if
This is... It's close enough.
Is it?
This is the banger.
Is this from the 2013 album Cypress Hill? Well, all right. First of all, that was Freudian.
It's not a banger because there's no bangers involved with the stargazy pie.
No mash. This stargazy pie to me seems like something I would put two fingers into, immediately pull them out, and go, ew.
It just, yeah.
This song does a really good job capturing
The energy,
the horror
the essence
of a stargazy pie.
If you're listening to this right now and you recently went through a breakup, you're really feeling this. If you're listening to this right now, you're about to go through a breakup.
If you were mad at an ex, make this pie and send it to them.
No, because you'd have to make it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know how traumatic that would be for me to make this pie?
Right. It's not like you could Grubhub something like that.
Oh my God, if I could, I would. There's like an Irish bar, like have a F the English day where they make all of their worst food.
All right, I'm pulling up DoorDash right now. I have the DoorDash
No.
app, okay? And I'm going to look up Stargazy pie. Griff, this is what you do with your kid whenever they don't have school? You watch this stuff? How old is your kid?
This was my 28-year-old. We watched it at night. I can't remember why we were watching.
Does he have a
it.
girlfriend?
Oh no.
Yeah, all right, that checks out.
This checks.
Yeah, that tracks.
Okay, I'm about 200 pictures in. This is horrifying.
I'm
They
200.
they make a veggie one though, and it just has it has asparagus sticking out where the fish heads would have been.
Awesome. See, I could get down on some probably a vegetarian version.
It's just a veggie pie.
That's fine. I'll go down with that one.
I think
that one's a good
The
one.
fish heads and sardines and whole eggs on the inside for whatever reason kind of makes the pie.
So I've not talked about this on air a lot because I'm all inclusive to others, but I am basically only English. Like heritage wise, that's it. That's like my one thing.
Mhm.
Okay. Came over through Ellis Island, like the whole deal. Like it's all there, right? I am ashamed of my culture.
Well, luckily, this isn't your
What?
culture. Just genetically, it's your culture.
Genetically, I'm ashamed.
You even been to England?
Of course not.
Okay, well, you should have no guilt attached whatsoever.
Yeah,
I
no.
know a lot of people that claim to be Irish that aren't Irish. So I feel like this is the same thing, you included.
That is me, yes.
Yes.
My genetic results say I'm 2/3 Irish, which is enough to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, but not enough to learn anything or care about their heritage and history whatsoever.
Were you sad though? Because that's why I don't want to do one of those. Because I'm like, what if I thought all this time that I'm something and then I'm not?
And Griff, like, I don't know if the friends of the show really know what you physically look like. You are the epitome of Southwest. Like, I have no clue. Like, if I were to be like, what is Griff, like, heritage-wise? New Mexican.
Yeah,
No
well,
idea. So I'm like Native American.
Some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then my dad's
Me too.
some Native, but then all the rest is Caucasian, like a mixture of like Irish.
Okay.
Or, from whatever.
No
was on that.
Spaniard, no Hispanic, no.
Not that I know of, but I don't know because Native.
Do you
how
like-
far that goes back? I mean, who knows?
That's a good
how?
point. Do you like Cubano sandwiches?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
same.
no, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Okay.
I think I've tried them once, but
All right, they're super good. It's like a tangy mustard. Way better than fish head pie or whatever this is.
This is
Stargazy
horrible.
pie.
But I'd be so devastated if they actually told me, no, you're not Irish. And all this time I thought I was Irish and I had the look of the Irish. No, because I'm really not lucky. But
Griff, here's what
I love corned beef and cabbage. I'd be all devastated.
me and Van just connected eyes. And what I think that meant was we're both willing to go halvesies on your 23andMe.
No.
And we'll open the envelope on air.
That'd be scary.
I'm
Oh
in.
my
I'm
gosh.
100% in. Let's do this.
All right, so Van's willing to go 100% and I don't have to pay an ounce.
Well, I mean, it's coming to, the big overarching
That'd be
bank account. I mean, it's not coming out of Van Nunley's.
We do have a shared bank account.
No. Was it depressing though that you found out that you weren't as much Irish as you thought you were?
Yeah, good question.
No, it was like almost exactly what I thought it was going to
Oh,
be.
okay.
Yeah. Like Griffin, I am so white. I got my 23andMe results back and my credit score went up 15 points.
That's crazy.
It's true.
That's super good.
Yeah.
Van is so white. He got his 23andMe results back, and they were like, "You don't really have to worry about a DUI.
You're like, we'll just expunge your record now
Yeah,
that
it's
we
no big deal."
really know. Yeah.
Exempt on everything.
Van is so white.
It's gonna be a whole.
When my 23andMe results came back, they accidentally mailed it to the Capitol
Yeah,
because the
Thought you
results
would be
came
there.
in on January 6th.
Yeah, they
It's
thought
like,
you'd be there.
Yeah. Like, oh, he's got to be there. We'll just mail it here.
Van's 23andMe results
Let's keep it going.
proved that he was so white that they actually waived the 1 week waiting period on buying a firearm.
Oh,
that
that's
was
really
super, yeah,
nice.
it was nice that you had
Yeah,
that.
that was
yeah,
very nice.
got to get around
Very
that.
nice. Van's 23andMe results were so white.
Mm-hmm.
They came with a inspirational tagline that you can attach to your bottom of your email.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Van's 23andMe results are so white. He bought a blazer the other day at the Men's Warehouse, and they already assumed he had the credit card.
Like, sir, I can't find your credit card on file.
It's
My first time here.
My first time.
Our apologies.
You are that type of so white, though.
I'm insanely white.
You're the type of so white to where you're like, you give critiques on like the hotness of peppers and stuff. Like you have like, what's a privilege?
I'm so white, I don't even know if I actually like Wes Anderson or not.
Oh, that's super white.
Yeah.
That's incredibly
Like,
white.
am I deeply ingrained to like Wes Anderson, or do I actually like Wes Anderson movies?
Van is so white, Griff, that he has confused himself for photographs of hipsters in magazines. That's how white Van is.
Correct.
Yeah, he said, how did they get my oh, that's not me.
Yeah.
Hey, I have that same outfit.
It's actually a stock photo, and I did have that same outfit. That's very true.
This is pretty good here from the live chat. Do you ever get confused for like a Star Trek fan?
Because of my face and appearance?
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Yeah, that makes sense. All this tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Actual sports talk when we get back. Van went to bare knuckle fighting over the weekend. I got a bunch of questions about that. My St. Louis Battlehawks on display. Talk about that a little bit. Obviously, today is President's Day, so the I-9 varsity will be the I-9 varsity worst presidents ever.
I'm stoked for this one.
5 o'clock is NBA All-Star talk. Obviously, there's a lot going on in the world of the NFL as it relates to the quarterback position. Tiger Woods has become a nostalgia train. We'll talk about that. The dissolve of the UNM Lobos.
My goodness. It's hard to watch.
Let me clear my throat. What's once was great, now is loss. We'll talk about how we deal with loss. Russell Westbrook, college football, a little bit of WWE recap. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
And traffic right now, seeing just a little bit of a slowdown southbound on I-25 as you approach Osuna. That'll last until Montgomery. I-40 right now moving up to speed in both directions here in the metro. North of town, I-25 between Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Not seeing any problems either direction there. And south of the city between Albuquerque and Los Lunas, that's moving up to speed in both directions.
This message is brought to you by the New Mexico Department of Game and Fish.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Shop in store or online at AmericanHome.com. They guarantee you'll pay less. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Godsmack, May 7th at the Isleta Amphitheater. Godsmack. Register and get your name on the winner's list for Godsmack tickets right now. Text SMACK to 505-246-0610. From your home for Smack and Smack Talk, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
I just saw the scariest monster in a horror movie ever. Except the movie's real life and the monster's actually my gas bill. You know what I'm talking about. Insane. It's the home stretch for winter, and it's about time to heat things up with what could be a better alternative. A wood, pellet, or gas stove or fireplace insert from Dream Style Remodeling. You'll get names like Enviro, Blaze King, Cozy Heat, and Lopi. Plus, they're fuel efficient with low emissions and consistent heat all around. Dream Style makes it easy with 20% off select 2022 model stoves and inserts. Plus, easy financing, too. It's the 2022 model closeout sale, but it's only here through February 28th, so go see him today. And with tax season coming up, don't forget about the tax credits. You'll get up to 30% federal tax credit on qualifying stoves and inserts. Dream Style delivers statewide, and you can check out all the options in one of their amazing showrooms, 1460 Renaissance across from Sam's Club, or in Santa Fe at DeVargas Center. Look, just say no to winter by saying yes to a new stove or fireplace insert from Dream Style Remodeling.
Progressive presents Adjusting to the Suburbs.
I never thought I'd care about gardening until I bought a house in the suburbs. But now I find myself in conversations about liquid fertilizer, and I wonder, am I the fertilizer guy now? No way. Everyone knows the ratio between phosphorus and nitrogen, right? Yeah, I'm still totally cool.
Anyway, when you save with Progressive by bundling your home and auto, that's the easy part of adjusting to the suburbs. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company coverage provided in service by affiliates and third-party insurers.
I always wanted to learn Spanish, but I never thought I'd have the time. Then I discovered Babbel.
Babbel's lessons are fun. They only take like 10 or 15 minutes, and in 3 weeks, presto, you're starting to speak another language, like magic.
I love that Babbel's lessons aren't just robots talking. They're voiced by native speakers, so you get the pronunciation just right.
If you want to learn a language, there's no faster, easier, better way than
Babbel.
Babbel.
Babbel. Go to babbel.com to try for free. That's BABBEL.com. Babbel.com.
An old furnace is more likely to give out, and it could be on a cold winter night. Daniels offers furnace inspections and specializes in furnace repair, replacements, and new installs, offering a wide variety of high-efficiency heating solutions. Daniels, keeping your family cozy and comfortable this winter. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning guarantees customer satisfaction for plumbing, heating, cooling, and AC, plus free estimates on replacements and installs. 505-898-8860.
You want it right today. Get it done the Daniels way. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
The only part of your morning that doesn't suck. The opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Weekday mornings from 7 till 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
From the live chat, friend of the show, JD, says he and his brother bought some Battlehawks hats yesterday. Van, who's ahead of the game when it comes to Battlehawks hats?
That'd be one Manfred Fitzgerald Slow.
Let's go. Everyone knows I'm rocking the Battlehawks.
You had a Battlehawks hat before the Battlehawks were cool. Let's be honest.
I had a Battlehawks hat before they killed the Battlehawks in the entire league and then brought it back.
You're the hipster of the XFL.
Oh, I'm the hippest Battlehawk dude of all time.
So you're saying I have to pick a team.
Well, you're obviously San Antonio.
And I have to pretend to like a team.
This is like last year with the KT Wiz when we thought there was no baseball.
Yeah.
Did you pick a team yet?
I'm looking. Oh, duh. Vegas Vipers. Absolutely.
Just like that?
Oh, yeah. I'm not going for Houston because it had loser Warren Moon, obviously.
My Battlehawks have A.J. McCarron, and I'm going to tell you what that means.
Hold on. Seattle has Josh Gordon. So I might be a Sea Dragons fan. And by the way, probably the coolest name in the league.
I'm not trying to put you on spot right here, but you have to pick a team and be a super fan this very second. So I need you to decide right now on air. Because as the biggest Battlehawks fan in Albuquerque, New Mexico, I need to look forward to our rivalry matchup. So don't pick San Antonio because we already beat them.
Okay. All right, go Vipers.
All right, so you're going Las Vegas
All right,
Vipers.
Vegas Vipers. I like alliteration. It's got the letter V. We know how partial I am to the letter V and vanity. So there we go.
Okay.
As we all know, I put the van in vanity.
So
is there only the 8 teams?
Yes. Who's your squad?
I'll take the Arlington Renegades.
Good. All right, that's a good pick because that looks like a Griff team. Now, unfortunately for you, we're going to put a whooping on those boys on March 18th. Also, some tickets available for the game. So that's good. If you guys were worried if there were tickets available, there are some.
Hold on. I got to look up the Vipers jerseys. They might be hideous.
All right. So
merch is very important to me.
All right, Van, bad news.
What is it?
So my Battlehawks play your Vegas Vipers March 25th.
What city? Let's go.
Well, hold up. Here's the problem. It's in Vegas. But I have to be in beautiful and historic Las Vegas, New Mexico for New Mexico Highlands Cowboys baseball.
Ooh, the Vipers are black and red. I'm back in. I'm definitely into the Vipers. That's
why. Hold up. Hear me out.
Okay.
When describing color schemes, you just said black and red.
Correct.
Now, I feel like if two of the primaries are the tints or shades of black and white, I always say those last. So I would have said red and black.
Okay. Well, the merch I'm looking at is predominantly black.
So black and red.
Mm-hmm.
Also, according to Wiz Khalifa, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Why can't I buy a jersey? Sell me a jersey.
What number would you get on it?
The internet. Obviously 69 or 00. Come on.
The only two.
I'm an adult.
AJ McCarron's wearing number 10 for the Battlehawks. He's a dude. And I need every friend of the show right now to really subscribe to what I'm about to prescribe. You can reach mediocre level of your dreams, but still have the prettiest wife of all time.
My goodness.
Catherine Webb, if you remember 10 years ago, 15 years ago, whatever it was, when A.J. McCarron was at Alabama and she went on to become Miss Alabama, which doesn't sound like a moniker that's very special, but I promise you it is.
Her face is like mathematically perfect.
Mathematically speaking,
Egyptians used to carve her faces into limestone walls.
Van, you remember
and worship them.
Here's a little inside baseball. Van, you know this gal. I used to go with a gal that was mathematically as pretty as this girl.
Okay.
She would come to town.
You
she was
said
not
so.
But Van knows how crazy this girl was. This Catherine Webb has to be nuts. Nothing about her seems like she's crazy.
She seems lovely.
She seems like the best all time.
Seems very nice.
That girl that I went with, Griff, she was a Disney princess. She worked at Disneyland and dressed up as princesses and would walk through hallways and do reverse pirouettes and stuff. It was super weird.
That's very weird. What
She
you
was-
just described, people would attach the word weird to it.
She would do dressage. She danced on top of a horse.
What?
This girl was nuts, and she looked just like this gal.
Well, to be one of those princesses, you
To
do
be
have
one.
to be beautiful.
She was super pretty and super crazy. Also from
Those two always go together.
Also from the live chat, Craig is reminding us of how Brent Musburger felt about Catherine Webb. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do. That's what put her on the map.
Yeah, she went from like 100 Twitter followers, like 100,000 in like an hour. AJ McCarron living that life. Gets to live in St. Louis.
I'm still looking at XFL merch. Well, I'm going to stick with my choice. Go Vipes. But who's this gray and yellow team? That's a cool little colorway. I'm into that.
That's the San Antonio Brahmas.
That's the San Antonio?
Which they played the Alamo Dome, which we were just in however many weeks ago at the Royal Rumble. It was lovely.
Lovely.
Good press box.
All right, I'm sold. Vegas Vipers, let's go.
All right.
Who plays on their team?
9 years. AJ McCarron on his Wikipedia is listed as former NFL quarterback. He's not listed as XFL quarterback.
Current XFL quarterback? Catherine Webb's husband?
Did you get the roster for the whoever's?
I'm looking right now.
All right, who do you got?
Hey, we got Brant Hundley, bro.
Who's that?
Number two. Number 2 in your program. Number 1 in your heart.
Number 2.
For legendary UCLA Bruin. Brent Hundley.
So my boy AJ McCarron yesterday, in the best comeback in the history of all professional sports.
We got John Lovitz.
The
John Lovett.
Oh.
Sorry. Running back from Penn State.
Not the critic.
I know you. You love you some Penn State. Ooh, there's people with pictures.
I do hate Penn State. So yesterday.
Oh, they got Geronimo, ex-Packer receiver, Geronimo Allison. I'm already in love with this team. This team was built for me. They got Martavius Bryant, bro. Oh my God, I chose wisely. They got Travis Kuntz.
How do you feel like that's any better
Vernon's cousin?
South Alabama former running back Kareem Walker.
They got, oh my God, New York MC, the legendary Sean P.
That's the squad.
Sean Two Guns Price.
Do they have?
He's a tight end from South Florida. He's not the rapper.
Do they have game-winning, touchdown catching, 4th down and 15 converting, Mr. Do Everything, Ricky Prohl's son, Austin Prohl, like my St. Louis Battlehawks do?
That's a good get. That's a good get.
You know, coaches wide receivers for the Battlehawks.
He's going to be the Patriots slot receiver next season. Put this in the bank.
Griffin, call the Battlehawks and get Ricky Prohl on this show right now. He's going to be the Patriots slot wide receiver. That's so stupid.
You know he is. Watch. He's tiny. He's white. He's got NFL legacy.
Yep.
He seems like an air quotes locker room guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's going to be the Patriots slot receiver.
Sean McVay calls him, is like, listen, just come out. I'm not promising anything. Got to work for it. Hey, those dudes love hearing that phrase.
Hey, Sean, quit calling me Cooper. I am not Cooper Kupp. We got an offensive lineman named Donovan West, and his Donovan has an H in it.
You're breaking.
Guess where?
You're breaking some radio rules right here.
What is that?
I never talk about offensive linemen.
Oh, I do.
Oh yeah.
When he's got an extra H in his name. It's like Jonovan, John, but it's Dohn, Donovan.
The head coach of the St. Louis Battlehawks is former NFL tight end Anthony Beck. Are you familiar with him?
Is that alternative artist and famed Scientologist Beck's son?
No.
Okay. Then no.
He played 150 consecutive games. Played for drafted by the Jets in 2000, played for the Bucks, the St. Louis Rams, Arizona Cardinals, and Kansas City Chiefs. So whenever they signed him, the St. Louis Battlehawks, he was his only coaching experience previous was at Wiregrass Ranch High School, where he was the offensive coordinator.
That is sweet. Hey, who says you can't pull yourself up by your bootstraps, Fred? There's your proof right there. My Vegas, I already forgot the name of the team. Vipers. Yeah. Vegas Vipers.
V squared.
We have a defensive lineman named Maximilian Roberts.
Ooh.
That's an awesome
Hey,
name.
it keeps getting better. Guess what his number is?
99.
99? No.
Oh.
97? No. 93? No. This defensive lineman is number 23, brother.
Let's go.
That is sweet.
There's an undersized running back out of like an HBCU college. It's like, man, I really wanted that.
And look who we got at LB, the most important position on the field, even more important than quarterback, obviously. Isn't that right, Fred? Vic Beasley, number 44, Clemson product. This team is stacked. Bro, we got Pita Tamuna Tapadapinu from Utah, number 0.
I don't believe.
Also a linebacker. I'm just kidding. I don't know who that is, but it's a cool name.
I don't believe that anyone on the St. Louis Battlehawks roster is anyone.
I'm going to look up these losers.
AJ McCarron and Austin Prohl only, and I can tell you nothing about Austin Prohl outside that his father is Ricky Prohl.
It's a good get.
Yeah, his dad coaches for the team. He's on the squad because his dad coaches for the team, and he's catching game-winning tutties because, Griff, they don't have to do onside kicks. They can do 4th and 15 plays if trailing to retain the ball. There's all these weird rules.
Yeah, you can theoretically never lose the ball.
Well, no, if you take the lead, then you can't do it.
You can just onside kick it every time, can't you?
No, there's no onside kick.
You can kick it really high and then run and catch it.
Well, I mean, fair catch is going to get in your way, but yes. So there you go.
You're immediately shooting down these amazing ideas of mine. I'm trying to revolutionize the XFL.
DraftKings put numbers on them. It's already an established and real sport.
That's sweet.
Thank you for being a part of our XFL breakdown.
I'm so excited.
Are there people that love football so much that they'll watch this? No one watched the USFFL.
I'm really trying to look up what is XFL
Nice.
So is it like flag football? Is it
the Rock Bottom Football League?
You said
he didn't have enough on his plate. The Rock Bottom Football League.
You said he went to every single stadium?
Yes.
How?
He introduced the game. He was on the microphone introducing every single game.
Like cutting a promo, like WWE style?
Exactly like that.
I missed that.
Yeah. He went to all of them.
He went to San Antonio, to the Alamo Dome.
He went to the 4 televised ones because there's 5 games total. Is that correct?
And one of them wasn't on TV?
Yeah. Somebody got left out.
all left out?
It's probably on I don't know, Tubi or something.
I think Tubi's legit. They had a Super Bowl commercial.
Right?
They had the best Super Bowl
went all
commercial,
crazy.
actually. Hey, don't diss
That
your
one-
St. Louis Battlehawks. You got Freedom Akinmaluladan, number 98, defensive lineman from Nebraska.
Game of the weekend. St. Louis Battlehawks over the San Antonio Brahmas. Let's go.
It's exciting.
And you're like, with Fred.
Any Lobos in this league? Does anybody know that?
St. Louis looked lifeless there in the fourth quarter. Yeah.
I'm gonna text Coach G right now.
You see a lion stretch before he strikes?
Do you have any
No.
Lobos in the XFL I should be rooting for?
You see a cobra? No, he just sits there all coiled, just like the paddle hawks.
Coach is listening right now. Coach, text me. Are there any Lobos in the XFL?
Forget the last 57 minutes of the game. We only need we had 3. We play 3 minutes a game.
They're going to be so rested for next week because they only had to play 3 minutes.
Anthony Beck sealed the deal with crunch time decisions. You're like, what? Stop faking that you're an XFL fan. Man went to bare knuckle fighting this past weekend. I got so many questions. Big thank you to John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker for being the sponsor of this very studio, the YMCA of Central New Mexico, where I need to get my butt back into it because the Super Bowl put me out of rhythm. We get that right real quick. Everyone knows that.
Your boy's been sick, and I still been getting mine in, brother.
66 Diner is where lunch is served. Also, you can have dinner. They got it there. Don't forget, Teller Vodka is a proud partner of this program. We spend our weekends with Teller Vodka. Also, because of depression, I've been spending some weekdays with them, too.
Aww.
It's tasted real good in my mouth. Like everything about that.
I didn't do you any favors by giving you like 8 bottles.
You had given me 8 bottles.
And you drank all of it except for the green chili.
The green chili one has become gifts around town. The other ones
go right into your tum-tum.
What is it? A blueberry one? Is that the one I really like?
That is fantastic.
The blueberry one's for me.
So good.
Yeah. It's like a vodka.
It tastes like vodka.
Griff. I got a bottle of green chili Teller vodka for you. We want you to have it.
It makes the best Bloody Marys.
It would mean
Fact,
a lot to
but-
me if you took this.
It's a good joke. 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Right now, during Staples Sit-a-thon, select chairs are up to 50% off, like the Union and Scale Essentials Mesh Back Task Chair, now just $89.99 at Staples. In-store only, offer ends $225 while supplies last. Staples, the working and learning and saving store.
And taking a look at traffic right now, we are dealing with some slowdown southbound on I-25 as you approach Montgomery. Be careful going through there. I-40 at the moment, moving up to speed in both directions. River crossings, Paseo, Alameda, and Montano, they're all looking good right now.
This report brought to you by Sandia Tram and 10-3. Looking to celebrate your anniversary or birthday? Join us at Sandia Peak for a breathtaking tram ride up the mountains and enjoy a memorable dining experience at 10-3, where you'll see nature's beauty unfold while enjoying dishes full of flavor that will truly excite your palate. Visit sandiapeak.com or 103tram.com for tickets and reservations.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the state. Locally owned and operated. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your motorcycle, RV, boat, ATV, and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at progressive.com.
Hey, it's Jeff Symbieta. Question. Are you a business owner? Do you like free government money? If so, listen up. The federal government has promised over $135 billion in tax refunds for small and medium-sized businesses that kept employees on payroll through COVID. Business owners are eligible for the employee retention credit even if they received PPP funds. RefundsPro.com, that's RefundsPro.com, specializes in cutting through the red tape for this government program, making qualifying quick and easy. Refunds Pro does all the heavy lifting, and most refunds are more than $100,000. Couldn't you use that money right about now? There's no downside to apply and absolutely no fees unless you receive a refund. RefundsPro.com has helped hundreds of businesses qualify, and the best part, you don't have to pay a penny back to the government. This is as close as it gets to free government money. There's a deadline, so visit RefundsPro.com and get started before it's too late. Visit RefundsPro.com. That's RefundsPro.com.
You're going to feel a puff of air.
Jong's Optometry has set their sights on staffing up.
Try the next line. Hey, Kim, can you tell our 2 o'clock we're running 15 behind? Sorry, we're a bit backed up today.
He needs an optometric technician to keep an eye on it all.
Where are the dilation drops?
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed, you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
And now a small business setback is assessed by a beloved family pediatrician.
Oh, hey, Tiger. Big scary tree branch give your work truck a boo-boo? Yeah. Wow. See this thing on my phone here? It's the Progressive mobile app. Just push that little button there and report your claim. Attaboy.
When owning a small business gets painful, Progressive Commercial is here to make it all better. Get a quote in as little as 6 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
What's this? Candy drawer? Who wants a lollipop?
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Coverage subject to policy terms and conditions. Total claims not available in all states or situations.
Take us with you. In your at work.
Why does it say pepper jam when there is no pepper jam?
In the bedroom. Download the KNML app in the Google Play or iTunes App Store. Just search KNML.
It's time to rock, and yo, the party don't stop. It's time to rock. It's time to rock. It's time to rock, and yo, we take it to the top. It's time to rock. It's time to rock. It's time to rock. We go hard in the block. It's time to rock. It's time to rock. It's time to rock. Yeah. Yo, the party didn't
All right, here we go.
Who walked in, and it probably won't end till we hit the door again.
I was 50-50 on this bare knuckle fighting thing over the weekend.
Okay.
Matt McClellan came in, Knockout Radio. He put it over.
Sure did.
He did bare knuckle fighting as well as Paul Heyman does WrestleMania. I could not have been more excited after he left. And I stepped 1 foot out the door and I said, out the studio door here at 504th Street, I said, I got to be in Las Vegas early.
Sure.
Didn't stick with me. I did not go. Van, you came back with a lot of souvenirs today. I feel like you are now a gigantic fan of bare-knuckled fighting.
Talking about Inception, we got gifted a mat from Matt. So, shout out, brother. What you're looking at here, yes, it is literally a corner mat to soak up all the blood and sweat from these bare-knuckle fighters.
Did you wash this?
So it does. He gave me a fresh one, fortunately.
Okay.
I couldn't decide if I wanted the newest, cleanest one or the bloodiest, most used one, which I'm assuming would be Diego Sanchez's corner mat.
He did not look great, was my understanding. Now, I haven't mentioned this, I think, on the program, but you're aware of it. So what I do, Van, whenever I go to pro wrestling shows and there's like a pro wrestler making his like pro wrestling debut, and I'm not talking like WWE shows, I'm talking like shows at like the KC Hall or whatever. I'm talking about guys that have merch for the first time ever and they're out there going. When I go over to their merch table, I'm like, let me get a t-shirt. You've been here with me when I've done this.
100%. Yeah.
And they're like, cool, $20 for this one. I'm like, not even. I'll give you $50 for the one you wrestled in. And dudes are like, what? I'm like, yeah, I know it's weird.
Yeah, and then you take it home and put it on your pillow.
Yeah.
That's when it gets weird.
That part's weird.
Yeah.
That's a little out there.
That's the weirdest part,
Yeah.
if you ask me.
When it's patio furniture, Griff, not bedroom furniture. Don't be silly. So
it's totally bedroom furniture, Griffin. Don't listen to him.
But this is a move I do because it's like I want to be a story for someone.
Sure.
You know, I want to be like, hey, this weird dude one time bought the shirt off my back for double my asking price. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
People come up to me here. Manny Lemons will be like, you're that weird dude. I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you were doing with this bare knuckle thing.
And the cool thing is you didn't even have to cut the sleeves off of it, as he had already cut the sleeves
Oh, they're
off
pre-cut.
of it.
Yeah, pre-cut.
Yeah. No, I had to see the spectacle of this thing.
Were you up close?
I was right there.
Yeah.
I was sitting in the red corner. Like I was just right there.
In the red corner.
Looking mildly uncomfortable and slightly scared. Standing at 5'10" and a half.
Were there any
weighing in a very measly 167.5 pounds.
Open for interpretation.
Hasn't been in a fight in 20 years.
And has never won one.
And that was over a bagel.
The spectacle was amazing. Like,
was it?
Tingley Coliseum was rocking. They had like the big, like WWE style entrances,
Oh,
like
good.
big video boards. It was done exactly right. Like they did it right. Like I had friends around town
Hold up.
who couldn't make it, who were streaming it on pay-per-view.
Who brought in these video boards? Because Tingley don't have no video boards. And
It has to be bare knuckle.
had to be.
It was specifically for them.
This is my big problem with Tingley. Put in some video boards. Figure it out, Tingley. Catch up to the rest of the freaking world. This is the difference between municipal run and state run. State don't care. We're just here for the rodeo one time a year, and we don't need no video boards for that.
And it's their proverbial cash, not to be ironic, cow.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, what we do is we'll stable your horses. What maybe we have different revenue streams. Maybe we have different models here. Put big ass video boards in your venue.
You need them.
Rio Rancho Event Center looks great. Why? Big ass video boards.
Organizations will not come to your establishment because you don't have the proper accoutrement.
That's how I feel.
Yes.
So you're at this big fight.
Bare knuckle fighting did, though. And boy, did they put on a good show.
Van tells us more about it, but I only want low lights whenever we get back. Tune in on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
You'll never forget your first car. And you certainly will never forget your first car. To you. You need an attorney who can help you get your car fixed, help you get all the medical attention you need, and help you get all the money you deserve. Don't deal with the insurance companies without an attorney. They have teams of lawyers and adjusters whose sole job is to pay you as little as possible for your injuries. When you're in a wreck and you need a check, call Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys today. We'll work hard to get you all the money you deserve and to keep you out of the courtroom.
Lerner and Rowe can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Insurance Research Council, July 2014.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples Print and Marketing is committed to quality and printing perfect every time. Now at Staples, get $10 off your document printing and marketing materials order of $50 or more. Offer ends 2/25. See staples.com/stores/printbig for details. Try Staples and see the difference.
And taking a look at traffic right now, we are dealing with some slowdown southbound on I-25 as you approach Montgomery. Be careful going through there. I-40 at the moment, moving up to speed in both directions. River crossings, Paseo, Alameda, and Montano. They're all looking good right now.
Brought to you by New Balance.
New Balance Albuquerque. Shoes that fit better and perform better. At New Balance, we actually measure your feet on Wantabo north of Constitution and in Cottonwood Corners next to Best Buy. New Balance.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Shop in store or online at AmericanHome.com. They guarantee you'll pay less. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with the CBS Sports Minute. So last night essentially was an abomination to the game of basketball. Saturday was supposed to be the abomination because Saturday was the dunk contest. And as much as Vin Diesel tried to save the All-Star game, Mac McClung actually did save the dunk contest, at least for 1 year. I had no choice but to hype him. In fact, I wanted to. I'm Jim Rome.
There's a lot of things parents need to think about when sending their kids to school these days. It's not just reading, writing, and arithmetic anymore. Sure, those things are important, but what about social change and curriculum you can't control? At Calvary Christian Academy, your child receives a strong spiritual foundation and quality education in a family atmosphere. No nonsense, just a safe place for them to grow. CCA has a full menu of fine arts classes like music, dance, and art. Calvary Christian Academy's student-teacher ratio is 16-1. If your child gets off track, they're caring teachers ready to step in and provide one-on-one attention. It's time to get serious about your child's education. Right now, they're accepting students in grades K through 12 for the upcoming school year. This Tuesday at 9 a.m., Calvary Christian Academy tuition is our sweet deal. You can get half off a year of tuition at our station's website, a savings of at least $3,100. Because of limited space, just a few of these deals are available, so don't wait. For a free tour, visit CalvaryChristianAcademyABQ.org.
Home for sports.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
That's a yes.
This is 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
All right, so Van is back from Griff. Van is back from committing robbery at Tingley Coliseum as he stole the doormat to bare knuckle fighting, and he hung it up here in the Sports Animal studio, and I'm going to put a picture of it on the social media.
It's pretty nice. It looks like it could soak up a lot of blood and sweat.
So I'm going to shoot you real straight on this.
And let's finish it off. Tears.
It's very nice. I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, is this PlayStation 2 graphics for a bare knuckle fighting game on a rug? Yes, it is.
Well, I don't think the pictures translate very well on like rug material.
This is like a crushed velvet, like the way you would see like
Correct.
Jesus's Last Supper in a Midwest living room.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is hung on the wall over the fireplace, and soot has gotten it dirty only over the Jesus part, but the family believes that to be a positive omen for some reason.
Yeah, it makes it more valuable.
But then if you
Our
brush
Lord and Savior blessed that area.
Yeah,
of
that's
paint
soot.
himself. Yeah.
And if you run your hand opposite,
Just like, lint.
you're
Good-
talking
good-
about
good
the
Friday.
charcoal on the
Charcoal,
forehead
Good
during
Friday.
Lent.
Yeah, same thing. But a painting.
I think it's the same thing, but a painting.
Yeah.
So it's on our social media at TalkABQ, and I need a cool caption.
It's nice.
The caption's gonna be rug of wood.
That's a good one.
So this thing is ridiculous that you stole it.
Well, it was a gift from our friend Matt. And the funny part is like, I gave him a ride. I left the show early.
I remember.
Right, because he had to get there ASAP to work the red corner.
You put a stranger in your Prius. It took him to a bare knuckle fist fight.
No, it's okay. He was wearing a suit. So yeah.
Griff, we ate pizza from a stranger.
Yeah.
Then Van put him in his Prius, suited up,
Drove him across town
to a fight.
Yeah. Where he would be mopping up blood.
There are different stories in your life that aren't this story.
This one, it's honestly, with the crazy amount of stories I have, this one might not make the cut.
Doesn't even resonate.
Yeah, for sure. This is going to be somebody's craziest story of their life. And it's just like
okay, I'm back in with that.
It's like my third least one of the week.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Uh-huh. So I get that, like we're making small talk. We're talking about life and business and our vision and goals, and we might work on some cool stuff in the near future.
Sure.
Yeah, which is neat. And he's like, "Hey man, I'm doing the red corner, I'm putting the mats out to soak up all the blood, sweat, and tears."
And when he got in
He's
your
like-
car, you had to hide all your blue corner like fandom stuff.
Yeah.
All your accoutrement of blue corner endorsement.
It was hard. I had to do it really quick.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Hey, I want to give you one of the mats for the studio. That'd look really cool on the wall." I was like, "Cool, man. I'd love to." So I drop him off so he can get in before me. I go park.
Yeah.
I get my credentials. I go in.
Sure.
And then we're sitting in the media.
Was Aaron Burnett there?
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
Aaron Buck Burnett of KKOB fame, also a huge fight fan. He
Yeah.
got to explain a bunch of stuff to me, which was nice. Which was very nice. Without his expertise, I would have been quite lost.
Oh, I love it.
So I go and say hi to Matt because he's just feet away from us. I didn't want to bother him; he's working, but we make eye contact. Do a little bro chin, like walk up. To
A little what?
Little bro chin.
What is that?
Little sup? Just raise your chin.
So you're
So-
talking about head up or head down?
Up. Yeah, like strangers, it's
All right.
nod down.
All right, I'm derailing for 1 second.
Homies, it's chin up.
I'm derailing for 1 second.
Okay,
This past weekend, I'm up in beautiful and historic Las Vegas, New Mexico.
that's a big chin up area.
Yeah.
for sure.
And we, the New Mexico Highlands Cowgirls are hosting UCCS, the University of Colorado Springs.
Hate them.
Ditto.
They're the worst.
And I have a team of I have some young adults who work for me.
Mm-hmm.
And in the middle of the game, one of them turns to me. I won't say any names on air because I didn't ask permission. He says, "Hey, Fred, are you up for something or down for something?" And I go, "Damn it." I don't know. I'm like, give me the context. So I'm going to give it to you guys real quick. Are you like up for it or are you down for it?
Okay, I got an easy answer.
I
right
had
here.
one too. So you give me yours first.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm down for something,
Yeah.
but I'm up for anything. Thank you. I'll be here all week.
So my thing was this.
That was a good one.
That's a very good one. That's better than mine. Because I thought I was up for like pronouns, but I thought I was down for like verbs. So if you're like dinner, right? So if you're like, hey Fred, you want a burger? Yeah, I'm out for it. Hey Fred, you want to go to dinner? Yeah, I'm down for it.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, that to me is where I thought the difference was.
Okay.
But also your answer is way better.
Thank you.
I
one of my answers is I'm down. Like that's a stock answer for me.
Yeah.
Like, you want to do this? Oh, I'm down.
Oh, and that eliminates I'm up for it altogether.
Sure. It's unnecessary.
I think when it comes to planning, you can be up for it. I think when it comes to spontaneity, you can be down for it.
That's a good qualifier right there.
Hey, Griff, do you want to go to 66 Diners and get Valentine's Day lunch with me?
I'm down.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
But when we planned it, she wasn't actually up for it.
She was not up for it.
She was not up for it at all.
Not up for it.
She was only up for breaking hearts.
Well, it was because of the specific day. That's what scared me about it.
That was the Valentine's Day special.
I didn't want to ruin it for you.
Oh, that's a good point. That's an excellent point.
You could have only enhanced his Valentine's, Griff. Let's be honest here. So anyways, I see Matt in the corner.
Yeah.
We exchanged. We locked eyes. Gave us the bro chin. Gave a little dap and a hug. And he's like, hey, take this mat. And I'm like, I'm not walking around Tingley Coliseum with this mat for 3 hours. I will pick it up upon leaving. So he's like, that's a better idea. And I was like, yes, it is. Thank you.
You're a better person than me because that thing would have became $40 real quick because I would have sold it to anyone in attendance.
Honestly, I think it's priceless because all the other ones are soaked in blood and thrown away.
This one's not one of one, but it's one of very few.
Absolutely, it is. I'm gonna look online. I bet another one does not exist for purchase.
We didn't actually recap any of the fights. When we get back, NBA All-Star Weekend. LeBron's a loser. Let me tell you why. Tune on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Well, traffic right now. I-25 headed south this afternoon. We are seeing some congestion between Osuna and Montgomery. I-40 right now moving up to speed in both directions. North of the city, I-25 between Albuquerque and Santa Fe. That looks good in both directions. South of town between Albuquerque and Los Lunas. Not seeing any problems in either direction there.
This report is sponsored by Dell Technologies.
Dell Technologies President's Day business event starts now with savings on select performance PCs powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors, plus savings on essential accessories and free shipping. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the state. Locally owned and operated. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with your Rome Report. Michael Malone was one of the coaches last night, and he called it the worst game ever played.
You know, it's an honor to be here. It's an honor to be a part of a great weekend, great players, but that is the worst basketball game ever played.
How do you fix it?
I don't know if you can fix it.
Jaylen Brown went as far as to say, quote, that's not basketball, end of quote. And I'm going to go as far as to say, that's not wrong. I know exactly what I'm not going to get. Good basketball, or even anything approaching good basketball, or even anything approaching watchable. Let's just say I was not disappointed. Well, disappointed, certainly, but not surprised. No, I was not expecting Game 7 of the 2016 finals. I did expect truly horrible basketball, just not the actual worst basketball ever played. And that may have been that.
Dell Technologies President's Day business event starts now with deals to power America's doers and dreamers. Save on select performance business PCs powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL for President's Day deals. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. Okay, easy now. You're teaching your kid how to parallel park. Ouch! Turns out he likes to do it by feel. Don't worry, eBay Motors has bumpers, taillights, trunk lids, license plate holders, 122 million parts. Pull up just a little bit. And headlights. They've got lots of headlights. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Introducing the next-gen Acura Integra, featuring an available 6-speed manual transmission, a VTEC turbo engine, and available ELS Studio 3D audio system.
I'm legendary.
And its most important feature, you. The next-gen Acura Integra. Your turn.
Test drive your new Acura today at Montano Acura, west off I-25 in Albuquerque.
K240BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, AM 610 KNML Albuquerque. The sports animal, proud to be a Cumulus media station.
Even if they're not that proud of us.
Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson. This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
You can indeed buy the mat separately, Fred.
Oh, okay. It's for sale?
Yeah.
I still think the convenience of me getting it for $0 and then selling it immediately for more than $0, that's a net win.
Pay for your drinks that night.
It would have paid for my drinks that night.
Sure. I get it.
How long were these fights?
Some of them were like micro fights.
What does that mean?
Like somebody got like a cut on their forehead and then boom, it's already over. Like seconds into it.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Hole up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
It wasn't, I mean, Diego Sanchez, who's like, we all know is like a true warrior.
Sure.
Like got pulped up by Austin Trout.
Yeah.
And he was just
their names.
A bloody mess. I mean, they're both from New Mexico. Of course I know their names.
Incredible.
I've hung out with Austin Trout. He's a cool guy. Also did a little charity event with Diego Sanchez and Matt Avila from the Gladiators.
How many left chest cross tattoos were there on these guys? Like a lot?
All of them. Yeah, all of them.
I don't get beat up a lot.
Yeah, but except for Diego, like all the fights were pretty short. Like people got knocked out pretty fast. Like the superior fighters kind of like were shown pretty easily.
How'd that football dude?
He looked like he was doing well at first, and then he got knocked out by a guy who I can only describe as a villain from a Guy Ritchie movie.
Yeah, he looked like that.
Yeah.
Vernon showed me the video of the girls. and
That was brutal.
Oh,
Was it very sexual?
Oh, get ready for this, Fred.
no, it was.
So one of the girls, and I think there was one from Albuquerque, had a huge following, obviously.
The Henshaw girl or the Segala girl?
You pick.
Okay.
She was the favorite, and she was the local, so the crowd was really behind her. Anyways, she right crosses her opponent, and the opponent like gets knocked out, and her leg kind of buckles funny.
Don't tell me more. I don't want to hear any more.
So what happened next, Griffin? She fell all of her body on her ankle, and her ankle dislocated. And instead of screaming bloody murder,
Right. That's
and,
where I would have. Yeah.
like, grab the doctor, come here and save me.
Please don't.
What she did, Griff,
I'm asking for mercy.
she just
Tapping out,
popped it back in place
Yeah.
herself immediately. She looked down at her ankle and without hesitation, just 90-degree twisted it back in place.
Did she go on to win the fight?
No.
Oh, no, they canceled it very fast.
She could barely stand back up.
Yeah.
This is Teresa Segala.
Yeah.
It's not a zit.
If you look her up, though, I think she's a big, huge OnlyFans star.
One of them was really good looking. Which one was the really good looking
I
one?
think it's that Segala
The one who
broke her leg.
will be doing one-legged OnlyFans for a while.
Yes. Changing her name to Eileen.
Oh my gosh, I just saw it.
Oh, you watched it?
I
Oh, you
just
poor
saw it.
guy.
Therese,
My
first
eyes,
of
my
all,
eyes.
it's not a zit. You can't just pop it. Like
she did.
This is the toughest dude I've ever seen in my life.
You see how fast it happened?
No, because this video's in slow motion. So according to the internet, she's going to surgery.
Oh, duh.
Oh yeah, you'd have
Oh,
to, because I don't know what possessed her to go up and snap it back. Could you imagine all the veins or the nerves that probably got caught?
Can I imagine
in
that? No,
Oh.
I'm not smart.
Yeah, it was gnarly.
Mm.
And it was without hesitation. Like, she immediately did it. Like, she looked down and noticed. She's like, oh, my ankle's kind of itchy.
Right,
Let
it
me
was
look
like-
down.
it
And she
was
looked
like
down
she-
and just immediately
It's like she looked down, like us looking down and like, oh, my shoe's untied. Let me
yes,
tie it.
exactly that. That's a perfect example.
All right, on the record, because you two are right here. On my work computer. I'm going to OnlyFans right now. Okay. And then
I don't think you can.
Oh, really?
This is part of
I hope.
research.
I
This is
hope
part
it's,
of- it's coming up. So
it's not blocked on our work computer.
no. Also, here's the thing.
All right.
Research.
Because I've
That's
never been to OnlyFans, so apparently you need a login. So I don't.
Oh
think,
yeah.
I'm not going to be able to get through. Okay, so I just
you should call it Kenny Loggins.
that should be the name of my login.
Password danger zone.
Yes. Yes.
All right, so I'm trying to like figure out a workaround here. All right, so our girl.
Okay, I'm writing this down. Change every login to Kenny Logins.
Oh gosh, she's got pictures of it on her gram and stuff. I don't like this. I don't like any of this.
Pictures of her ankle on the Instagram?
Yeah, that's unacceptable to me. Yeah, so all right, so there's not. Here's the thing. I'm an idiot, so there's not an easy way to find this because I don't like venture into that world, but because that's a whole different audience. There's an audience of people.
I think I know someone I can ask, Fred.
It's is it you? Are you the person?
It is not me this time.
I know.
By the way,
a friend.
I'm
of a
super
friend.
surprised that I alluded to it a few weeks ago with my first date rant. If you remember, friends of the show, should we just like see what the craziest thing is that we can find on our work computer? I am super surprised OnlyFans wasn't blocked.
I just said it on air, so that whenever they ask me, I'll be like, "Well, it was a radio bit."
Yeah,
like I'm doing it for a bit.
Yeah, sports adjacent content.
This is sports adjacent content. I need to see if the OnlyFans / bare knuckle fighter created a specific OnlyFans for her deformed ankle.
Yeah.
Because of the fandom that will surround it.
Did she dress up like a pirate?
Yeah.
And only do one-legged stuff?
That's a great question.
Question we all need to know.
Because I looked at her in her fight garb, and she obviously has a lot of treasure in her chest,
right?
So she could do this pirate thing.
Okay, that's wonderful illusion right there. Appreciate you, buddy.
Griff, did that paint a visual enough photo in people's minds? The imagination was there. All right, so the final takeaway from it is: are you a bare knuckle fighting fan now, Van? That you've lived and experienced the culture? Also, was the mayor there?
I saw some big Albuquerque names there, some big names from the fight world. But I did not see the mayor. I think the mayor might have skipped out on that one. There might have been a big metal show in town or something.
Do you think the mayor was in that costume that one of the main event guys came out in? You know, that big sumo wrestler thing that was on stage with him?
He was obviously at the Hispano Chamber event. Like, let's be real.
He was at El Noche.
Yeah.
That's the first one we missed in 3 years. It's a lovely event.
Well, I was out of town.
Yeah.
I was in Vegas. And I asked Griff to go, and she said, I'm down with it. But then she stood me up at the last minute.
Again?
Yeah,
Valentine's
twice.
and then La Noche?
Yeah.
Twice.
Griff said,
Strike
"What?"
two.
No, and she tricked me too. She was like, "What color's your suit?" And I was like, "Well, I can do anything, whatever, black, blue, gray, whatever." I'm like, I'm a guy of all flavors. She's like, "Cool, I'll let you know." Still waiting.
To me, it sounds like Van is a huge fan.
That's what I'm hearing too.
I'm a convert. It wasn't as brutal and gruesome as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I think because some of the matches were so fast.
Right.
And the way our new friend Matt polished this event.
It was waxed very well.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I get it now. They're not punching at full strength. They're having different strategies. It's not just some bloodbath like I imagined in my head. It's a whole other form of fighting with its own rules and its own, technicalities. Not as brutal and gruesome as I thought it was going to be. But then again, in my defense, I was trying to talk to people and have conversations while the fights were going.
Okay.
So I wasn't glued to it the whole time like the other 11,500 people. in
How
Tingley
long did the
Coliseum.
total event last?
I don't know. I ducked out from the main event. Let's be honest. I'm 40 now, so I had to leave early and duck out to miss the traffic, because that's what middle-aged white men do. We leave early from stuff to miss the traffic.
Especially in that part of town.
Griff, we're at a Super Bowl watch party in Phoenix, the official NFL experience Super Bowl watch party with 10,000 people. The Super Bowl, which came down to the final play of the game.
Correct.
The Super Bowl, the biggest game of the year. Van comes over to me while we're surrounded by 9,998 other people. Van comes up to me and says, "Hey, you think we should dip out early?" I go, "Van, it's a 1-score game. Like
I was like, we can watch it from that hill up there and then beat everyone out of here."
Right? He's playing it like it's the Isleta Amphitheater. Like, oh, we could catch the band on the way out.
Okay, first off, Griffin, that's exactly what I do every single time. I don't care how much I love the band. Their last two songs, I'm watching from the top of the hill.
You can still hear it in the parking lot.
Yeah, you can. Just roll your windows down. You can probably hear it on the way out, too.
Friend of the show, Craig, in the Sports Animal chat says Charissa Sagala should go into a darkness retreat or an ayahuasca session to help heal the ankle.
Oh, yeah.
Can you do both? Knock out two birds with one drug?
I think 3 if you count the ankle. So you can knock out 3 birds.
Okay.
Charissa hates birds.
Okay, that's new.
I'll take your word
I'll
for
give
it.
you the space to develop that right now if you'd like.
Here's my last thought on this thing. This bare knuckle experience.
There was an energy there. It was palpable.
Cool. Better than the Royal Rumble?
Oh, God, of course not.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, because people know it's fake, except for the children who are there, Fred. People know it's not real, and they know what's coming, and they get excited for
I kind
it.
of feel hurt that you said that. But
This one, on the other hand, the children part, did that drive it home? But this one, though, there was some kind of like a little bit of fear in the air, because someone could get like seriously hurt and or become deceased in this situation. And so like a few of the fans, I could tell, like some people are just like
urine for blood.
Some people were like fans of the sport.
Yeah.
Like the technicality. Some people, like you just said, are bloodthirsty maniacs.
Correct.
And just want to see a NASCAR crash. And there were some people who just were there out of fear.
In my head, this is like a prison yard style, 2 men enter, 1 man leads.
That's what I thought it was.
Like a young inmate in the corner who's up next but doesn't want to be in this situation at all, just bawling his eyes out as he watched like the lifeless corpse of someone be removed from like center circle of the basketball. That's what I thought this was.
That is 100% what was in my head.
like organized fight club.
Yes.
I thought it was going to be like backyard, early career, Rampage Jackson.
Yeah.
But in nicer shorts.
Facing off against like Gladiator.
Yeah.
Who is paid to be there, and you're just like captured slave from foreign country there to be like your defeat is for the observation and enjoyment of so many Romans in the Colosseum.
Yeah.
That's what I envisioned.
Not a single lion or big cat there, but very close.
Who ran Bartertown?
2 separate references back to back, but I think that evening Austin Trout ran Bartertown.
So not Master Blaster.
Not Master Blaster. No.
That's unfortunate because
he was at the La Noche event that night.
Also, I think these were 2 different nights, so
cool.
I'm really screwing this one up.
You got to prep.
How do you prep for a bare knuckle segment when the highlight of the segment is the girl that turns her ankle around 180 degrees, which, by the way, is my favorite degree. Like when describing things, forget 360, forget 90. I only mess with 180.
I thought your favorite degree was Cool Mountain Rush deodorant.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah. I would say degree of difficulty would be a good degree. My worst degree is the one I got from Washington State. Don't need that one for anything at all.
Never used it.
I'm sitting right here, right now. Griff, you got a degree?
Like a college degree?
Yeah.
I finished liberal arts.
That's super sweet.
Nice. That's more worthless
And
than
then
Fred's.
And then I went to UNM, and then I got to be a senior, and I was like, yeah, I'm done paying for college.
I wish I would have done what you did. Also, I'm still paying for college. I'm almost 40.
And Biden bucks didn't help you out?
They helped a lot.
Didn't he just wipe out your debt recently or something?
No, I wish.
NBA All-Star game where we get back. LeBron James is a loser. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Brought to you by New Balance. New Balance Albuquerque. Shoes that fit better and perform better. At New Balance, we actually measure your feet on Wantabo north of Constitution and in Cottonwood Corners next to Best Buy. New Balance.
All right, traffic right now. Southbound on I-25, we are dealing with that congestion between Osuna and Montgomery. Just watch yourself going through there. Westbound on Paseo seems there's a little bit of a slowdown as you approach the river. And I-40 right now, that's moving up to speed in both directions.
The Albuquerque Journal and Venue Plus for local insight and answers about pets or puzzles, sports or shopping, comics or movies, events, dining, music, television, and more. Get all your entertainment and recreational questions answered. Subscribe at abqjournal.com.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Shop in store or online at AmericanHome.com. They guarantee you'll pay less. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Breaking news.
Tax refund shock is everywhere, but what is it?
My tax refund shrank.
Mine too. The culprit? Pandemic-related stimulus payments and tax credits expiring. In this reporter's opinion, you need a tax expert.
Hey guys, Jackson Hewitt guarantees your biggest refund.
And tax prep is 50% off? Going there now.
50% off is a limited time offer for new clients filing at participating locations. Max value $200. Visit jacksonhewitt.com/50 for terms.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. So you ordered a new air filter for your car. You try to install it, but it doesn't fit. So you take a little bit off the sides. Well, still doesn't fit? Well, you could try to sit on it. Or just go to eBay Motors and get it right the first time. When you see the green check, you know that part's going to fit. Air filters, brakes, headlights, over 122 million parts. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors, let's ride.
Hey, fellas, how you feeling? A little tired, sluggish, way too often? It's Jeff Symbieta, and I have some help for you. New Mail has been helping men all over the country for years deal with things like fatigue, depression, weight gain, even erectile dysfunction. They will help you feel better. And for men and ladies who are dealing with hair loss, New Mail can take care of you as well. The number is 505-652-1688, or you can visit them online at newmail.com. That's NUMALE.com. The hair restoration options are state-of-the-art, and they work. New Mail's professionals will walk you through the options, then you choose what's best for you. Platelet-rich plasma hair therapy that uses your own platelets to stimulate stem cells deep in your hair follicle, stops hair loss, you regrow hair. They offer an FDA-cleared clinical hair restoration laser proven to regrow hair. NeoGraft hair transplants produce natural-looking results in less than a week with no linear scarring. New Mail's at 505-652-1688, 505-652-1688, or online at newmail.com.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. When you're at your best, you can do great things. Working with a therapist can help you get closer to the best version of yourself. Because when you feel empowered, you're more ready for life's challenges. BetterHelp is a great therapy option. It's flexible, affordable, entirely online, and it matches you with a licensed therapist. Let therapy help empower you. Visit BetterHelp.com/tryit to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/tryit.
My dad has a cold, but also has high blood pressure. That's why I got him Vicks DayQuil High Blood Pressure for max strength daytime relief. Unlike some ordinary cold medicines, it's specially formulated for people like my dad. DayQuil High Blood Pressure is sugar-free, alcohol-free, and decongestant-free.
Vicks DayQuil High Blood Pressure. The daytime, non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, cold, and flu for people with high blood pressure.
Like my dad.
Medicine. Use as directed.
Mesa Detection Agency is now hiring for Level 1 security guards. Full and part-time schedules available. Mesa provides the best security to help keep their properties and clients safe. They offer benefits and job security. At Mesa, they're looking for individuals who are ready to work to be part of something greater in the community while working at their well-rounded professional and Class A properties throughout the Albuquerque area. Come to Mesa Detection Agency, where your voice, effort, and hard work is not overlooked. Go to mesadetectionagency.com or call 505-221-4647.
There's only Rome, and there's only one home for Rome.
But I can't control what some of these people say.
95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
A lot of NBA stuff going on. Van, where would you start? You want to talk about like Westbrook? You want to talk about Karl Malone getting attacked? You want to talk about All-Star Game? Everything that surrounded the weekend? I mean, it was kind of the best weekend the NBA could have had.
Well, yeah. Thanks for saving basketball, Matt McClung.
You feel that way, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Strongly. Very strongly.
I kind of feel like some of the brothers that were judging didn't want to give him points. How do you feel about that?
He got 350s.
I know.
They doled him out, baby.
Oh my gosh, he was amazing. Like everybody was like so shocked.
They were like this. They were like, perfect 10.
Yeah.
Now he jumps over two cats.
This is the scene where Woody Harrelson acts like he doesn't know how to play basketball and then just balls out and white men can't jump.
Oh, dude, I hate how very correct you are.
People are like, oh, this tiny white boy, there's no way. Probably didn't do any research, didn't look at any clips of him being the national dunk champion in high school.
LeBron was like, he's as good as MJ or Vince Carter or Aaron Gordon. First of all, Aaron Gordon, congratulations on being in that mix.
Yeah. Aaron Gordon didn't even win it, and he's being mentioned.
Philadelphia.
He saved not only the slam dunk contest, which was in disrepair at best. No one shows up and like wants to participate. What happened to, like, the biggest stars? Where's your Jordans? Where's your Dominiques? Where's your Dwight Howards? Like, no one, these scrubs, guys at the end of the bench are the only ones who like show up for the slam dunk contest. And this kid in the G League, he's not even in the NBA.
Why is he wearing a Sixers jersey if he's not in the NBA?
Because they signed him 2 weeks ago to save face. What was that, Griff?
I want to say what the story I read was that he got invited like a couple of months ago, but he just was signed like 2 days before the competition.
Yeah, no, he's been in the G League for a couple years now.
So he'd wear their colors? Is that why they signed him?
100% why they signed him. Because they didn't want him to be in his G League jersey and his high school jersey.
He ended
They're
the
like,
thing out in his high school
we'll give
jersey.
you a two-way contract so you can wear a Philly jersey. Home of Dr. J, by the way, is a good get.
How long has he been a professional basketball player?
A few years.
What do you get paid for winning this thing?
So, funny story. He's made $110,000 his whole professional basketball career, which is years. And he got $100K for winning the slam dunk contest. That's so sweet.
God, good for him. I'll tell you what I appreciated. First attempt every time.
Yes.
None of that dumb, boring.
Use up your whole 90 seconds.
Yeah, you throw the ball into the
anticlimactic garbage.
Also, I really like entertainment. Like, I like those ones where you go for it, but then like you're trying to like, because he does one where he like pumps and then does a reverse. And sometimes guys will like throw it into the stands, be like, oh, it got away from me. I'm like, okay, that's funny. That's like a funny thing. But yeah, he hit it on the first one, everyone. Is he the best dunker you've ever seen in the history of this thing, or do you just feel like it's been watered down as of recent?
There's been some legends over the years, man. Dominique, Jordan, Vince Carter. Dwight Howard's too tall. It's kind of a cheat code. But he's one of the greatest ever. Because at the maximum height of his powers is just the goal. It's not like he's jumping up and touching the top of the backboard. He's what, 5'9"? He's like,
if your name is Mac McClung, also, you can't wear number 9. You have to be number 10. That way everyone calls you Mac 10.
that's smart. Okay, this dude is not 6'2". That is hilarious. Nice try, internet.
Also, not to be this guy, but when I was super into the NBA, when I was heavy into the NBA, when I was like, I will not miss a moment of NBA, that year that Vince Carter put that thing over, Stevie Francis was right there.
Yeah.
Stevie Francis would have won that thing a lot of years.
Sure.
Also, put some respect on Spud Webb's name. My boy went out there. Mac McClung.
Shaq is with me. Shaq says he saved it too.
You know my favorite part about this, though, is like
whether he's going to be a regular player in the NBA or not,
right?
Which maybe he doesn't have the skill set to be an everyday player in the NBA.
You don't say.
He has this moment in history.
Yeah.
This is going to be one of the most talked about dunk contests ever.
You know the professor?
Of course.
From the And One's mixtape tour?
Of course.
Like, he still shows up and like judges things, get some paychecks.
So in one of those, like whenever he makes, I can't remember which basket it is, but the commentators are like, he is going to be known around the world for the next 48 hours.
That is so funny.
And then they're like, no more taking, or welcome to the NBA, no more taking the bus to Albuquerque. And I was like, oh, that's awesome that they said Albuquerque.
Is it though? Not when you use
I
it
know,
as-
but
you use it as a diss.
Words are hard to come out with the Glock in your mouth. There's like, you don't say that. You don't do it like that.
It's okay, though.
He's going to be as famous as like a Joey Chestnut. Like, he's going to be on like that level where it's like, oh, yeah, I definitely know who that
The
is.
Joey Chestnut of dunking.
Yes.
Sure. He won it on a 720. That is insane.
The double pump taking it off the dude.
Yes.
Cool.
Double pump touched the backboard over the head.
Oh, that's the other one, even. That was the first one.
Oh, right.
He did 4 of them.
Over the two dudes.
And
then touched the backboard and still had enough ups.
Which is crazy because, like, right now, you and I went and play basketball. You would, like, stop in the middle of the game, pick up the phone, call your mom, and be like, I touched the net. That's what you would do. This guy is double pumping, tapping the backboard?
Yeah. He's a legend. He saved the dunk contest.
He's a legend.
He's going to be back next year to defend his title, and the best dunkers in the NBA will be there next year because it matters again.
All dunks matter is what people were saying after this.
That's ridiculous, but funny.
Moving forward, if you say something negative about someone during a dunk contest, is it called Mac talking instead of smack talking? He has to be a judge every year moving forward. Also, I have no idea if he has personality or can work a microphone. No clue.
He's very cute. I mean, look at him. Look at his face. You got a picture of him pulled up? You can't tell if he's like 14 or 40. You're like, is this a 14-year-old boy? Is this a 40-year-old man? Is he both?
This cat looks like the kind of cat who would stick his leg out if you were on a fast break.
Oh, he has 100% picked on a kid on a bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This cat in 20 years, I will see his face on a billboard running for city council somewhere.
Oh, and he'll win it unanimously.
He'll win it 100%. Hey, it's like this. City council seat number 10 is a slam dunk with Mac McClung
for Okeechobee County.
Yeah. It's county commissioner. It's not even like park superintendent.
I think he could do better than city council. Not there's
All right,
anything.
hold up. What are you doing? What are you?
Anything wrong with
Thank
that?
you.
Yeah, he's gonna be the mayor of his hometown for sure. Gate City, Virginia. Mayor McClung. Duh. Natural fit.
Dog, you played for Team USA? What's up, my dude? That's the one too where you're like, he's America's favorite underdog. We're gonna be 20 years down the road. It's gonna be one of those like NBC like Fear Factor shows, or it's gonna be one of those types of things, and he's like the host,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, Oh, wait, it could go even darker. He ends up as the next Joe Rogan. You're like, how did you get here? This journey doesn't make sense.
I see like an actual path. Like the second Ahmad Rashad retires, he's doing everything that Ahmad Rashad used to do.
Ageless Ahmad Rashad?
Yeah. Who, by the way,
don't crack.
We skimmed over this on Friday. We didn't really talk about it. Have you seen the new avatar technology for NBA?
What?
Yeah, I'm going to unpackage this for you. You're going to have your mind blown. So they're working on technology where if you have the NBA TV package,
okay,
you can scan yourself using your cellular telephone.
I don't like this.
And your avatar doppelganger can take the place of an actual player playing in the game. And your avatar skin will be on the court in real time playing basketball.
What is you talking about?
You can be your own character in a live NBA game.
Who am I replacing?
Fred Slow, anyone on the court you would like. If you have NBA, I mean, this obviously are not rolling it out yet. They got some bugs to work out. But you can literally take the place of Joel Embiid. You can like scan your body, do the little dots thing they have, a little dot thing for like when they make video games.
A little dot thing. Oh, where you stretch it out around your face?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do know what you're talking about.
You can get one of those, upload the images to your app or whatever, turn on NBA TV, and you could just select a player, and boom, Fred Slow becomes Joel Embiid immediately.
I am not about to be a guinea pig in the NBA's game of deep fake technology that they go on to sell to persons of a certain religion associated with a certain government.
Mm-hmm.
I have zero interest in this conspiracy world that you're presenting to me.
Okay, you can just say Mormons. They own our genetic code already. Then they're going to own all of our doppelgangers, and then boom, little did you know, the Mormons started the Matrix.
Somebody call Eric Strauss. Get him on this show right now.
Then they could take your DNA stuff from your 23andMe and clone you.
Exactly. This is what they're doing. You're going to live on the internet, and they're going to harvest your organs, and they're going to make clones of you to work, and
you are no longer allowed to talk about this unless you stop using pronouns like they and them and their.
Allegedly.
I need proper.
I already said the Mormons. Allegedly.
You need to apologize to anyone publicly before we go to break?
Every Mormon.
There's a halo hanging on the corner of my girlfriend's husband.
It's Sugar Ray Mormon?
I thought that was the lyric. Every Mormon, there's a halo hanging on the corner.
Okay, that's good. I didn't even notice that.
Good at this thing, Griff.
All right.
Been at it a long time. Get the sponsors when we get back. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by eBay Motors. You might not have the biggest garage on the block, but with eBay Motors, there's 122 million parts right at your fingertips, whatever you need. There's something that fits your vehicle: air filters, tires, seat covers, and more. Get the right parts at the right prices. ebaymotors.com. Let's ride.
Things looking really good here in the metro. We do have just a little bit of a slowdown westbound on I-40 as you approach Coors, but I-25 now looking good in both directions. Your river crossings, Paseo, Alameda, and Montano, they're all moving up to speed.
This report is brought to you by Malloy Los Lunas.
This is Dennis at Malloy Jeep in Los Lunas, here to tell you about the President's Day sales event going on this month at Malloy Jeep in Los Lunas. When you think Jeep, think of Malloy Jeep in Los Lunas. Check out our deals at malloyjeep.com.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the state, locally owned and operated. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
I'm PJ Glasser, here to help you beat the books with BetQL. For Monday night action, let's go to a Mid-Eastern showdown between Howard and Morgan State. Morgan State comes into this matchup as a 6.5-point underdog. However, the BetQL model has Morgan State as a 2-point underdog, which is a 4.5-point difference from the current line. BetQL model has Morgan State plus 6.5 as a 5-star best bet. I'm PJ Glasser. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetQL app today.
A ductless mini split heat pump system is a convenient, super comfortable, and a cost-effective way to cool and heat specific areas of your home. Their small size and versatility allow the units to be installed almost anywhere in your home, creating toasty hot air in the winter and cool, crisp air in the summer. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning are your mini split experts. Call them today for a free, no-obligation in-home estimate. 505-898-8860.
You want it right today. Get it done the Daniels way. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
In New Mexico, we're kind of lucky. We get to experience a landscape like nowhere else in the country. From the heat of the desert to cooling off in the mountains, whether you're a snowboarder or still love to ski, from off-road trails to the Turquoise Trail and driving everywhere in between, nothing will get in your way. And with the all-new 2023 Ascent, love is now bigger than ever with seating for 8. And with 2.9% financing, you're going to love your Ascent. Stop by Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or fiestasubaru.com.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. Okay, easy now. You're teaching your kid how to parallel park. Ouch! Turns out he likes to do it by feel. Don't worry, eBay Motors has bumpers, taillights, trunk lids, license plate holders, 122 million parts. Pull up just a little bit. And headlights. They've got lots of headlights. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Big features, big ink, big savings. That's what you get when you buy an HP printer at Staples. Like the HP Smart Tank 7301. You can connect, work, and boost your productivity. The HP Smart Tank delivers seamless printing and quality color documents at a low cost. Plus, you get 2 years of ink right out of the box. And now, for a limited time, save $90 on the HP Smart Tank 7301 at Staples. For the best deals on a huge selection of HP printers, go to Staples. Offer good in-store and online. Ends 2/25.
I'm attorney Kevin Rowe. After you've been hurt in a car wreck, you wouldn't want to settle for getting half your car fixed. So why would you settle for getting half a check? The insurance companies have teams of adjusters and lawyers, and their sole job is to pay you as little as possible for your case. In a wreck, need a check? Call Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys today. We'll work hard to get you all the money you deserve and to keep you out of the courtroom. Don't be a victim twice. Call us at 544-4444. The call and the advice are free.
Lerner and Rowe can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Insurance Research Council, July 2014.
Hey, y'all, this is your girl, Cheryl Underwood, and I want to tell you something. My digestive system used to make me feel sluggish, but those days are over. Now I feel great. That's because I increased my fiber intake with the Metamucil 2-week challenge, and I'm still hooked. I just took Metamucil every day for 14 days, and it's really that easy. Metamucil traps and removes the waste that weighs you down, so you feel lighter and more energetic. Now I never want to go back to that heavy feeling. Are you ready for the Metamucil 2-week challenge? For a coupon and daily support, sign up at Metamucil.com today.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. You're driving along and some nimrod cuts you off. You hit the horn. Jeez, it sounds like a goose in distress. Time to head over to eBay Motors. They have horns for every make and model, not to mention horn pads, steering wheels, wiring, and more. 122 million parts. You can even go for an upgrade. Looks like Mr. Cutoff Man needs a new seat cover. Try eBay Motors, pal. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
The Jim Rome Show.
I mean, I love the game. Play the game.
Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Welcome back to 2 Men On, live from the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. Saturdays at the YMCA of Central New Mexico. We drink a lot of Teller vodka.
Speaking of John, I'm texting John right now.
Good.
He's got to get back on the program.
I'm going to tell you, I know what's going on here.
He's busy and successful.
Yes.
And he's doing all kinds of stuff.
100%.
In between 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock is his peak times to work. And
yeah. Also, rates went up 0.5 point February 1st, and he's like the one dude that can figure it out for everyone all the time. He knows how to keep things affordable and like go to bat for you figuratively and probably literally if you ask him to play softball with you because he's a heck of a softball player.
Look, we're talking about John Lopez here.
He's the best.
He's good at everything.
Literally everything.
Yeah.
High tight haircut, sweet goatee. Aside from his Steeler fandom, there's nothing about him I don't like.
Makes the best stargazy pie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't put that on him. He's not a bad person.
But he actually makes it good. He's the only one that can do it right.
505-246-0610, the Sports Animal Hotline. Call the show if you make stargazy pie. Griffin needs it.
Will you bake one for Griffin?
Will you please, for Griffin, stargazed pie? And here's the thing. No one makes it here because this is the desert. This is the high desert. This isn't even the regular desert. There's no water here.
I want Griffin to get so high, like everything tastes good high.
Okay.
And then dig in on that stargazy pie.
Eat the pie while high.
Uh-huh. There's no way it's delicious.
Griff says, I'd give it a try.
Yeah, I'd have to be really pie high.
To give it a try? I mean, why?
I won't lie.
Sigh.
I just might die.
How's the Vol Strong going?
Good, brother.
You look terrible. Is it working?
That is not true at all. That's not true whatsoever. I've been losing body fat and gaining body muscle every single week, except for Super Bowl week, since I've been in the program.
Okay, I like that.
This one's a big week for me because this is the week I really turn up my protein intake. So I'm going to be working out even harder and eating more food this week. So your boy's going to be beefy. I have one big fear, though, Griffin, let me tell you, is I might become a large. I don't want to be a large. I've been a medium my whole life. I just want to stay a beefy medium and not ever have to buy other clothes again.
Well, can't you just still buy the medium and instead of drying them, just like keep stretching them out so they become a large, but they have the medium tag?
This is a hot girl trick.
This
Griff is giving you a hot girl trick right now.
This is a Seinfeld episode is what she's describing. That's sweet. I'm totally going to try that, but I'm going to do it with smalls first.
All-Star game was in Salt Lake. Karl Malone was there.
Oh.
Every time Karl Malone is somewhere, these questions come up. Karl Malone was asked by reporters in a public setting, hey, as a 20-year-old, what was it like to impregnate a 13-year-old?
That's not speculation.
No, that actually happened.
That really happened.
Karl Malone says, quote, I'm not discussing any of that backlash. I don't care. That's my life. That's my personal life. And I'll deal with that like I've done to deal with everything. So whatever.
He'll deal with that the second he passes away and has to answer for it at the pearly gates.
Oh, my God.
That's when he'll answer for it.
He's the worst. He's
So
the
good,
worst.
Good. I hope every time he goes in public, somebody asks him about that.
LeBron James lost the All-Star game for the first time ever. Ever? Well, as
6-0? He was 6-0 before that?
Or 4-0 or 5-0. I don't know.
I think he was 6-0 before that.
But as the team captain, his team was the team of losers. He's the loser now.
He had the better team, too, in my opinion.
The team with Jason Tatum.
On paper?
Any team with Jason Tatum is the better team.
Okay. Friends of the show, if you don't know, Jason Tatum is from St. Louis.
Uh-huh.
And is obviously Fred's favorite basketball player. Jordan had Kyrie, great basketball player. You know what he's like upstairs.
Yeah, ain't there.
Luka and Jokic.
You said Jordan, by the way.
Who?
When you were talking about LeBron, and I love that.
Did I really?
Yeah.
Did I say Jordan?
You did. Because LeBron's the best of all time, and I love that you did that.
That's sweet.
He put those three guys on the team. Let me tell you why. Because he's the type of dude that if he sees his friends getting along with each other better than he gets along with them, he goes over there and is like, hey, what about me?
Mm-hmm.
He sees Luka and Kyrie like joking around, and he's like, hey, guys, it's me, LeBron.
Oh, and Joel Embiid also had the best center in basketball.
I'm right here, guys. Hey, guys. Hey, way to chum up, guys. It's me, LeBron.
I don't know why I imagine Mike Tyson's voice and
yes.
he's like all squeaky.
LeBron hates when people that he likes become friends. He's like, no, you guys are my friends. That's why you're all on my team. I picked you all. Like, you guys should all love me. Me. That's what he does. You think
what he does?
I'm telling you.
Or did he just try to draft the best team?
No. He drafted the next possible free agents to play with him on the Lakers. And he's like, hey, remember how fun that was when we were on the All-Star game? Remember that? I picked you.
Considering the last 6 All-Star games, he's played with every good player in the NBA.
That Lakers team last season had every All-Star from the 2013 season. And you're like,
isn't that cool?
Like, what? Jason Tatum, though.
He lit it up.
What do you have, 10 threes?
55 points. Even if they're not playing defense, it's still very difficult to get that many points.
You have to make a lot of baskets. It was good. It was a good game. It was fun. The first half was very good. You know, it's a lot of dunks. It's a lot of whatever. For some reason, LeBron tried to block a shot. LeBron tried to play defense and tried to break his own finger off. He tried to Charissa Spagnola his own finger off. Segala, was that her name? Charissa Segala? I need to put some respect on that name.
Yeah, forever.
Yeah, ever.
I do like the Elam ending.
I'm going to support her by subscribing to her OnlyFans.
That's really sweet.
That will show.
You're so considerate.
I tell you. I have a credit card that expires next month, so I'm going to sign up with that one. Whatever happens after month 1, that's not on me. Sorry, Charissa. That's what MasterCard wanted.
And apparently you could check her out from work.
On my work computer.
We haven't blocked OnlyFans here.
That's what I did on my work computer just now.
Don't really put the family in Cumulus family here.
Westbrook's going to the Clippers. Is that a story?
It can be. You want to force it?
Pat Beverly's going to the Bulls. Those are the same story.
Yeah.
Cool. Why did Damian Lillard shoot a shot from 3/4 court for no reason and then just send it home?
Just drilled it.
Just turn around.
Walked away like nothing happened. He's so cool. He just won the 3-point contest. Drills one from way behind half court. And people are like, you know who can shoot? That Steph Curry kid. There's one perfectly good Damian Lillard sitting there the whole time.
Your favorite player is probably Jaylen Brown.
Because of the hair? I like dyed hair.
You low-key fell in love with Jaylen Brown during the bubble.
Look, I'm a big Ja Morant guy. I'm not going to lie. And after I saw Luka's...
I'm a big Ja Morant guy.
He's so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
And after I saw Luka's shoes, Luka's new Jordans are fire.
Never heard him.
So I might be a Luka fan because I'm probably going to buy a pair of his shoes in the next couple days.
Jaylen Brown was like, why did all these people show up to watch these layup lines? Like,
I love that he did that.
Game's got to be more competitive.
It was competitive like the fourth quarter. Like after everyone got at least 30 points, everyone gets to score 30. And then we'll start playing for like the last 5 minutes. But it was too late as Team Giannis was putting it on LeBron.
The largest cap hit of any player in NFL history is about to be this season. I'll tell you why it's the worst decision in professional football whenever we get back.
Never been so excited as I am right now in this moment.
If you know, then you know.
Ugh.
And if you don't know, you're about to become outraged.
Okay.
2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by eBay Motors. You might not have the biggest garage on the block, but with eBay Motors, there's 122 million parts right at your fingertips, whatever you need. There's something that fits your vehicle. Air filters, tires, seat covers, and more. Get the right parts at the right prices. ebaymotors.com. Let's ride.
Things looking really good here in the metro. We do have just a little bit of a slowdown westbound on I-40 as you approach Coors, but I-25 now looking good in both directions. You river crossing to Paseo, Alameda, and Montano. They're all moving up to speed.
Join Presbyterian Healthcare Foundation's Daffodil Days, presented by Garcia Automotive Group. Order your fresh cut flowers today at phs.org/daffodil days. That's phs.org/daffodil days.
This report brought to you by Presbyterian Healthcare Foundation's Daffodil Days, going on now.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Shop in store or online at AmericanHome.com. They guarantee you'll pay less. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Maggie Gray with a CBS Sports Minute. Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving may be two of the most polarizing NBA stars in the league, but it's hard to argue with some of their logic when both ask for trades out of Brooklyn. Notably, that team owners and general managers have been trading players for decades. Why should the power structure only work one way? When it comes to the most talented individuals, whether it's professional sports or any business, using your leverage is what rules the day, no matter how distasteful it may be. I'm Maggie.
Breaking news.
Tax refund shock is everywhere, but what is it?
My tax refund shrank.
Mine too. The culprit? Pandemic-related stimulus payments and tax credits expiring. In this reporter's opinion, you need a tax expert.
Hey guys, Jackson Hewitt guarantees your biggest refund.
And tax prep is 50% off? Going there now.
50% off is a limited time offer for new clients filing at participating locations. Max value $200. Visit jacksonhewitt.com/50 for terms.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. So you ordered a new air filter for your car. You try to install it, but it doesn't fit. So you take a little bit off the sides. Well, still doesn't fit? Well, you could try to sit on it. Or just go to eBay Motors and get it right the first time. When you see the green check, you know that part's going to fit. Air filters, brakes, headlights, over 122 million parts. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors, let's ride.
When your business information is missing or inconsistent across the internet, search engines won't find you, and customers won't either. Help ensure customers see you and not your competitors. Boost your findability. CumulusBoost.com. CUMULUS Boost.com.
Mesa Detection Agency is now hiring for Level 1 security guards. Full and part-time schedules available. Mesa provides the best security to help keep their properties and clients safe. They offer benefits and job security. At Mesa, they're looking for individuals who are ready to work to be part of something greater in the community while working at their well-rounded professional and Class A properties throughout the Albuquerque area. Come to Mesa Detection Agency, where your voice, effort, and hard work is not overlooked. Go to mesadetectionagency.com or call 505-221-4647.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. When you're at your best, you can do great things. Working with a therapist can help you get closer to the best version of yourself. Because when you feel empowered, you're more ready for life's challenges. BetterHelp is a great therapy option. It's flexible, affordable, entirely online, and it matches you with a licensed therapist. Let therapy help empower you. Visit BetterHelp.com/tryit to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/tryit.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief. Just one dose of Vicks DayQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
New Mexico Sports 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Compliment the jewelry. Standing on the couch, this ain't nothing new to me. Whole spot full of bras that be going up. Reason why all the deep boys all showing up. Club
All right, here we go.
Shorty look around, where she gonna go now? Yeah, I'm leaving with somebody.
Never before in the history of the NFL has one player's single season salary cap number hit 40 mil.
Okay.
Think of the best players to ever play the game, to ever do it.
Okay.
None of them have been over 40 mil. Tom Brady, never. Aaron Rodgers, never. Michael Vick, never. I don't know why I said Michael Vick. He had a big number for
Cooper Rush, never.
Never. You mean to say Cooper Kupp?
No, I meant to say Cooper Rush.
Okay.
I always mean to say Cooper Rush.
He only made $1 million last year. But this loser idiot, Deshaun Watson, is going to make $55 million.
That's offensive to me.
He will hit it every year until 2026.
I think that's the problem is he didn't get to hit it. So then the lawsuit started pouring in. Oh, I see. You hit the cap number. Okay, I'm with you now.
This is the most tire-fire organization in the history of professional sports.
Since Jim Brown left, It has been nothing but failures and tragedies.
How do you even field a competitive team with minimum salaries across the board at every position? No one is trying to go to Cleveland, number one. No one is trying to play with Deshaun Watson, number two. Number three, what? What is the total number of number 4 jerseys sold? Bet it's 0.
It's more than 0, but it's not a lot.
Not a lot of people are trying to walk around with Watson on their nameplate.
I will just keep our Bernie Kosar jerseys.
You know what you're going to see at Browns games? Peyton Hillis jerseys, because that dude's a hero. You know what jersey I own? Peyton Hillis.
Joe Thomas.
This is the largest L in the history of the franchise. Also, did you see him play at all at the end of last year? Not good.
You think this is worse than Johnny Manziel and Baker Mayfield back-to-back?
Yes. At least with Johnny Manziel, I could be like, oh, he'll get better. Mental health. I don't know where that photo of him in a bathroom came from.
You're not going to like this.
Oh, no.
The year 2022.
That's this year.
No, it's not.
Okay.
After the Deshaun Watson trade, he got as high as 21st in the league in jersey sales. That's a lot of jerseys.
Nuh-uh.
He got as high as 21st.
It has to super fall off after 10, though. Do you have the whole list?
I can pull it up.
You know, weird guys lead that thing sometimes. Tim Tebow had it as a tight end in Jacksonville for a minute.
Yeah.
Old boy with the Raiders who publicly announced he was gay. What was his name? Also, I love that is so insignificant culturally now that I don't remember his name.
Sure. Everyone's gay now, that's why.
What?
It's a spectrum, Fred.
I need you to stop listening to your 20-year-old daughter.
So 2022, this is July 2022 when Deshaun Watson peaked at 21. Brady 1.
Carl Nassib.
Russell Wilson 2. Cooper Kupp, Joe Burrow, Aaron Donald, Matt Stafford, Devontae Adams, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, rounding up the top 10, Justin Herbert. Those all make sense.
I agree. Those all make sense.
Deshaun Watson at 21 does not. That's right in between Aaron Rodgers, my favorite, and Micah Parsons, your favorite.
I hate Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons, after Saturday, immediately went to Charissa Sagala's OnlyFans and said, let me see that foot stuff.
That's sweet. When you every time you say her name, I just think of that Pokemon character.
What's that?
So Deshaun Watson is 26 spots ahead of the next savior of the NFL, Trevor Lawrence.
What is the Pokemon Charissa Sagala?
The Charizard?
That's Charizard.
I don't know either things. I don't know a lot about Pokemon or bare knuckle fighting.
So
I
know nothing about Pokemon. I also know nothing about Twilight, and I thought for a long time those things were connected. I now know they're not, but there was a period where I was like,
the crossover you've all been waiting for.
I was like, is Team Jacob like a Pokemon team? Is Team Carl a Pokemon team? It's not Carl. What's the other guy's name? Jacob and Eddie.
Edward.
Yeah, Jacob and Eddie.
I wouldn't know.
Told you. I'm cultured, dude. I'm not cultured. Today's I-9 Varsity, where we get back. The I-9 Varsity of worst presidents ever.
Stoked.
Zoom in on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Are you a sports fanatic?
You need to visit the premier sports entertainment, music, and memorabilia store, All in Autographs. All in Autographs is a one-stop shop for sports fanatics. Visit All in Autographs, Hoffmantown Square, allinautographs.com.
This report brought to you by Gateway Financial.
Things looking really good here in the metro. We do have just a little bit of a slowdown westbound on I-40 as you approach Coors, but I-25 now looking good in both directions. Your river crossings, Paseo, Alameda, and Montano, they're all moving up to speed.
Join Presbyterian Healthcare Foundation's Daffodil Days. Pre-order your fresh cut daffodils now through February 24th to support the Presbyterian Robert Wertheim Hospice House. Daffodil Days is presented by Garcia Automotive Group and sponsored by Bank of Albuquerque, Pathology Associates of Albuquerque, and Platinum Builders Corporation. You deserve flowers. Order today at phs.org/daffodil days. That's phs.org/daffodil days.
People who come to Cricket stay with Cricket, just like our customer, Michelle.
As an entrepreneur, every day is different. My phone bill from Cricket, on the other hand, always stays the same. Without surprises, hidden fees, or annual contracts, I can work worry-free.
That's Michelle, everybody, doing business like a boss. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Real customer, paid for testimonial. See cricketwireless.com for details.
What's for dinner? Burgers?
After last week, no thanks.
Avoiding foods due to fear of diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools? It may not be just stomach issues. It could be EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency. EPI can cause uncomfortable symptoms because it's a condition where the pancreas doesn't release enough digestive enzymes to break down food. But EPI can be managed. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor about your symptoms. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
A ductless mini split heat pump system is a convenient, super comfortable, and a cost-effective way to cool and heat specific areas of your home. Their small size and versatility allow the units to be installed almost anywhere in your home, creating toasty hot air in the winter and cool, crisp air in the summer. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning are your mini split experts. Call them today for a free, no-obligation in-home estimate. 505-898-8860.
You want it right today. Get it done the Daniels way. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
A heart-wrenching decision many families face is what to do when they know their senior loved one is not safe living at home. But the senior refuses to move. It's home and has been for decades. Footprints Home Care wants families to know they might not have to make that decision. Footprints provides
Hey, isn't Darren White trying to do a professional volleyball?
appointments and even help with bathing, dressing, and personal hygiene. Learn more at footprintshomecare.com. Safe. Home. Footprints Home Care.
Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Menon, Van Nunley, and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson. This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Oh, this is my jam.
In that old school Chevy while I'm gripping grain. Fit that bang, I try to tell them it's the game, but they ain't listen. All around the world, this we claim. West side, yeah, west side. This we claim, west side.
Working on a President's Day. Today's I-9 Varsity League Office 280 at i9sports.com, 505-312-4999. Soccer leagues, basketball leagues, volleyball leagues, cheerleading leagues. All those registrations, they open. Get signed up. Get your kids out. Single day stuff. You go out Saturday morning, practice. Late Saturday morning, game. Saturday afternoon, Dion's with the fam. Today's I-9 Varsity. I-9 Varsity worst presidents.
Okay.
Now, here's why we're going with this. And by the way, the varsity is basically just a knock on the Rushmore game that everyone plays.
Mm-hmm.
The Mount Rushmore whatever, which, by the way, features presidents.
Great game.
It's a very good game. Also this, Rushmore wasn't a president. Take your time.
Okay.
Follow my lead.
Okay.
Best 5 presidents of all time, everyone knows, and it's not, you can't even question this. Roosevelt, Lincoln, Washington, Roosevelt again.
And Jimmy Carter.
I might say Thomas Jefferson, but Jimmy Carter would be in the mix.
I wouldn't go with Jefferson just because of his off the clock antics.
So, but you're trying to go with Jimmy Carter for his off the clock antics. Because Jimmy Carter is a president, regular. Jimmy Carter post-presidency?
No.
Hero.
I disagree. He's a hero in both. He's like the last person to care about his citizenry and not big corporations in this country. He sold his peanut farm to make sure he didn't have any conflicts of interest. He put solar panels on the White House in the late 70s. Ronald Reagan tore them down.
He tore them right down.
President Gorbachev, tear down these solar panels.
Also, Jimmy Carter recently in the news, as he is probably ending the end of his life right now.
Saw that. I'm very bummed.
He
seemed like the last one who's like a real public servant and not a politician.
It will be a somber day. It might be today.
Could be right now.
It's not. I literally just checked Twitter.
Oh, good. Thank you.
At the time of the airing of this program. Now, by the time Lobo Talk rolls around at 7, I don't know. All right, so here's and get ready for Griff, because you're in on this too, Griff. So I'm going to say this to everyone listening to the program right now. Presidents pre-Lincoln, I don't really have a strong understanding.
Okay, yeah, they're involved in some nefarious stuff.
Yeah,
they still got on our money somehow.
Right?
Yeah, we could have choose some better dudes.
We could have chose some better dudes.
And all these stories that we hear about these presidents going up, like in history class as a child, it's all fables. We're being told fables about these very real people.
Hold up.
Very real and very flawed people.
You didn't tell me that cherry tree didn't have it coming?
Yeah, okay. See? Did you see what the cherry tree was wearing? Cherries. Is wearing cherries.
Did he really chop down a cherry tree?
I don't know.
None of this ever happened.
His teeth were made of wood. I have no idea.
His teeth were made of wood.
We're talking about George Washington.
It was made of wool. Sometimes I get DNL confused.
Dang it. Where was Instagram back then?
Not around yet.
Keep these guys accountable.
On my I-9 varsity worst presidents, I'm putting James Buchanan on the list.
Okay. Go on.
Because, and I'm telling you, Lincoln forward, I got a really good understanding. Andrew Johnson, I know why you there, because Lincoln couldn't be. Ulysses S. Grant, let's go, hero. Rutherford B. Hayes, James Garfield, who low-key kind of sucked. I think he got killed. He was assassinated, right? Somebody agree with me. James A. Garfield was shot and then died a couple days later. I'm almost certain of this. Someone 505-246-0610.
I'll nod my head, yeah.
Chester Alan Arthur?
Moving my hips like, yeah.
Thank you. James Buchanan did this country dirty before he handed it off to Abraham Lincoln, and Abraham Lincoln was like, I will take this whole thing to war.
Listen
2 months after he was shot.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah, thank you, Griff.
Until his
Van.
I wasn't really a big Garfield guy.
Well, no one could be. He was there for
more of
5 minutes.
I was more of a fan of Alf.
They're
both very culturally relevant.
Cat reference. Yeah,
you're welcome.
Grover Cleveland kind of sucked. But Grover Cleveland, interesting, because he was president, then he wasn't president, came back and was president again.
You're like, you know what? Now that I think about it, I miss my ex.
I miss that tea in the morning.
Even though this was horrible and I hated it, and I said I'd never do it again, now that I gave it 4 years to think it over, I'm back, baby. I'll elect you so hard.
All right, so on my list, James Buchanan for handing off, at the time, the worst of situations to the best dude, Abraham Lincoln, from my home state of Illinois.
Hold on, the answer's not Garfield?
You're going with Garfield?
Did you do 2 of them at once?
No, James Buchanan.
Okay, Buchanan. First on my I-9 varsity of the worst presidents ever. You familiar with the nation of Panem?
What?
Nation of Panem's divided into 12 districts, Griffin, ruled from the capital. As punishment for a failed revolt, each district is forced to select 2 tributes, 1 boy and 1 girl in between the ages of 12 and 18, to fight to the death in the annual Hunger Games.
Ooh.
See, President Coriolanus Snow, I might not be saying this name right.
Close enough.
Coriolanus Snow.
Uh-huh.
He could have stopped the Hunger Games at any moment. He had the power as the president of Panem, leading from the capital to stop the Hunger Games, and he didn't. President Coronavirus Anus Snow from the Hunger Games is first on my I-9 varsity of the worst presidents.
I think that's a very good one.
Thank you.
That is a good one.
Griff's like, oh, that's my answer.
Sorry, Griff.
I was going for like literal presidents. I didn't think of like all the presidents. But I did put Johnson.
Which one?
Andrew.
All right. So this is an interesting conversation here.
Yeah.
Because Andrew Johnson sucked.
He was really bad.
What's a little interesting about he doesn't catch the heat that he should have caught all those years. Because he always get like James Buchanan, everyone's like, he's the worst. Following Lincoln?
Yeah.
Is there a tougher act?
Yeah.
Especially when you're super racist. When like you've shot a bunch of black people yourself. You're going to be the guy after Lincoln? By the way, one redeeming quality of Andrew Jackson, you might have heard this story
Andrew
before.
Johnson or Andrew Jackson?
Oh, did you say Johnson?
Yeah, I said
We're talking
Johnson.
about
Andrew Johnson. He's not as bad as Jackson.
What? Andrew Johnson was pro Jim Crow laws.
Okay, they're both very
I think
bad.
he was probably Trump's like
His
leader,
inspiration.
yeah.
Reincarnation.
Yeah.
He was impeached. Like,
I won't tell you about
And then
Andrew
he like
Jackson's wheel
survived
of
it
cheese.
because he changed like an amendment or something.
oh my God.
Yeah. That was mine.
Okay, that's a good one.
I think that's a good
Sorry.
one.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Give me Herbert Hoover.
I think I got Jackson and Johnson confused just now,
No, you definitely did.
which is an easy thing to do.
Their names are similar. Herbert Hoover sucked.
Okay. That's a damn good joke.
Thank
bud.
you.
Right? And we totally just
Mm-hmm.
crickets.
See,
Sorry.
Griff, there's only been 45 presidents, okay? I mean, I only have so much material I can draw from here. And literally crappy neighborhoods were called Hoovervilles. Like, that's how crappy you are. And if you're the president during the Greatest Depression, you have to be terrible. Dust Bowls? That's Herbert Hoover. Herbert Hoover, and again, I can't really go pre-Lincoln, guys. I don't know enough about the specifics of presidents pre-Lincoln.
Smart.
And there's been 45 presidents. I feel like 40 of them were before Lincoln.
Like they used to call like homeless encampments Hoovervilles.
Hoovervilles.
Yeah. That's bad.
Built up around cities. There's no work. We live in Hooverville.
Yeah.
And this isn't even the good part of the Depression in the early, whenever the
when there's still hope.
Yes. Whenever Warren G. Harding, which by the way, strong name. Whenever Warren G. Harding was like, hey, this thing sucks, everyone's cool. And then your husband would leave for the day, but he'd put a suit on first to fool you. Then he would go stand on the corner in a little like native, like a little, like what's like a homeless kid, like a street rat, like a little street rat kid would run up and down the unemployment line, and he would sweep up, drop tobacco, and then he would steal Bibles from the local church, and he would roll up the tobacco into the pages that he ripped from the Bibles of the church, and then sell Lucy cigarettes to these individuals standing in these unemployment lines for hours on end.
Are you just describing the plot of Oliver Twist right now? I think you are. Was he also, did he moonlight as a street sweeper too? Like,
yes, because he would come in at night
sweep
to collect the fallen tobacco bits from the men who would pull the packages of tobacco out of their breast pockets, and as they would drop it into the ripped papers from John 3:16, and then roll it and smoke it.
Steph, I think we're going over this segment. Is that okay?
Perfectly.
But Herbert Hoover on my list.
It's a good answer. It's a good answer. Next on my I-9 varsity of the worst presidents of all time. You know, someone who's just got that eye for success. You have that power, that drive just to be on the top.
Sure.
And you will let nothing stop you, including bribery, murder, extortion.
I think you're taking my guy.
I'm talking about President Francis Underwood, Griffin.
no.
Was that your next one?
No.
Not only was President Francis Underwood just the worst person on earth, he actually attained his goals, and he ascended to the presidency in the most nefarious manners ever. And you know what doesn't help, Fred? You know what doesn't help, Griffin? He was played by Kevin Spacey, who is garbage in real life. So we got a double here. We got a double whammy. Next on my I-9 varsity worst presidents ever, President Francis Underwood.
It's a pretty good one.
Thank you.
Also stupid, but that was a pretty good one.
It's the best one yet.
Griff?
So I thought he was taking mine whenever he mentioned murder, corruption, everything else. And
Okay.
so I'm thinking the ex-president of Death Row Records. Was it Suge Knight?
Yes, that's a good one.
That's a great answer.
It's a very good one.
That is a great answer.
If the phone line rings after this one, Griff, don't answer. Okay?
Okay.
Richard Nixon is on my list. Old Slicky Ricky.
Okay.
I had him on mine too.
He's the worst.
He was a bad guy.
He was not a good guy.
He's a bad guy.
He was not great. After that, I'm into whoever. Ronald Reagan, I thought was weird, though. Not that I can say anything negative about him. His economic policies, probably. There you go. I wrap it out with Richard Nixon. That's who I got my last one.
Well, I got my best one. I saved the best for last this time. The weather is unpredictable, Fred.
Some would say.
But there is one thing that you can predict. You can't feed a country of citizens without quality farming.
Okay.
And for quality farming, you need a lot of fresh water.
Okay, again.
You know what you don't need?
No.
Is Brawndo. Because it has what plants crave.
Damn it.
And apparently there's electrolytes. The world is significantly dumbed down in the future because they just took it so easy on us with technology. And it comes to a head when President Dwayne Elizondo Mountain Dew Herbert Camacho takes over as head of the President of the United States and runs us into a drought that is so bad we literally have to live off of Doritos in the future.
Give me his name one more time.
That would be Dwayne Elizondo Mountain Dew Herbert Camacho. Also a once before was the heavyweight champion of the wrestling league. But it's pretty bad.
He has a 3-wheel motorcycle that has VIP seating in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about one Terry Crews. Pretty good list.
President Dwayne Elizondo Mountain Dew Herbert Camacho. Pretty bad president.
Lobos caught a tough L over the weekend.
Sure did.
I think it's a lot worse than I think it is, and I think it's really bad.
Okay, tell me all about it.
I hope Lobo Talk can bring me back to life tonight.
It better. Because after you, the Lobos personal hype man,
yes,
once you get down, it's really saying something about the boys.
There's a line that I won't cross, but if that line was on a heart monitor at a hospital connected to the Lobos, it would be a flat line right
now. Oh, man.
2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report brought to you by Sandia Area Federal Credit Union.
From Albuquerque to Santa Fe, New Mexicans are switching to Sandia Area. Easy spending and savings accounts that fit your life. Best rate home loans and auto loans, rewarding credit cards, and more. It's all here at Sandia Area. Join us today at sandia.org. Sandia Area, better banking without a bank.
Things looking really good here in the metro. We do have just a little bit of a slowdown westbound on I-40 as you approach Coors, but I-25 now looking good in both directions. Your river crossings, Paseo, Alameda, and Montano, they're all moving up to speed.
This report is brought to you by Blake's Lottaburger.
Fish is back at Blake's Lottaburger. Wild-caught Icelandic haddock, beer battered for a crunchy, flaky bite you can't resist. Served with our special green chili tartar sauce. Try it in a 3-piece boat with natural cut fries on a toasted gourmet bun. Limited time only. Catch Blake's fish while you can.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Shop in store or online at AmericanHome.com. They guarantee you'll pay less. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Get your beads and feathers ready as Mardi Gras returns to Nolens and New Mexico early this year, February 21st. You don't have to be in the Big Easy to enjoy jambalaya, dirty rice, and rich king's cake. No matter how you plan to celebrate this year, if you're going to drink, take a ride on us. Together, we can end DWI. 95.9 FM, and AM 610, The Sports Animal, has partnered with Bernalillo County Department of Behavioral Health Services and Glasheen Bias and Inderman Injury Lawyers to help end DWI. So put on your best purple, gold, and green, grab your best throws, and get ready to pass a good time. Open the Uber app now and under vouchers, enter the code BEADS23 in all caps. After the festivities, request an Uber and we'll pay up to $10 for your ride. This offer is good for the first 800 people who use the code between 10 a.m. on Monday, February 20th and 2 a.m. on Wednesday, February 22nd for up to 2 rides per person. And take a ride on us. Together, we can end DWI.
In New Mexico, we're kind of lucky. We get to experience a landscape like nowhere else in the country. From the heat of the desert to cooling off in the mountains, whether you're a snowboarder or still love to ski, from off-road trails to the Turquoise Trail and driving everywhere in between, nothing will get in your way. And with the all-new 2023 Ascent, love is now bigger than ever with seating for 8. And with 2.9% financing, you're going to love your Ascent. Stop by Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or fiestasubaru.com.
Hey, fellas, how you feeling? A little tired, sluggish, way too often? It's Jeff Symbieta, and I have some help for you. New Mail has been helping men all over the country for years deal with things like fatigue, depression, weight gain, even erectile dysfunction. They will help you feel better. And for men and ladies who are dealing with hair loss, New Mail can take care of you as well. The number is 505-652-1688, or you can visit them online at newmail.com. That's NUMALE.com. The hair restoration options are state-of-the-art, and they work. New Mail's professionals will walk you through the options, then you choose what's best for you. Platelet-rich plasma hair therapy that uses your own platelets to stimulate stem cells deep in your hair follicle, stops hair loss, you regrow hair. They offer an FDA-cleared clinical hair restoration laser, proven to regrow hair. NeoGraft hair transplants produce natural-looking results in less than a week with no linear scarring. New Mail's at 505-652-1688, 505-652-1688, or online at newmail.com.
Breaking news.
Tax refund shock is everywhere, but what is it?
My tax refund shrank.
Mine too. The culprit? Pandemic-related stimulus payments and tax credits expiring. In this reporter's opinion, you need a tax expert.
Hey guys, Jackson Hewitt guarantees your biggest refund.
And tax prep is 50% off? Going there now.
50% off is a limited time offer for new clients filing at participating locations. Max value $200. Visit jacksonhewitt.com/50 for terms.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. So you ordered a new air filter for your car. You try to install it, but it doesn't fit. So you take a little bit off the sides. Well, still doesn't fit? Well, you could try to sit on it. Or just go to eBay Motors and get it right the first time. When you see the green check, you know that part's going to fit. Air filters, brakes, headlights, over 122 million parts. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors, let's ride.
Take us with you anywhere.
Well, anywhere with cell service.
Download the KNML app in the Google Play or iTunes App Store. Just search KNML.
All right, so you went to bare knuckle fighting on Friday.
Correct.
I went home, turned on the Lobo game, and got as mad as I've ever got against San Jose State. But Fred, the boys won big. Where it been at? Where it been at?
Where it been at?
They almost hit 100. I don't care. Where were any of those points? The 7 previous games or whatever that number is.
It makes me sad that it feels like that they were depending on House when they.
Oh, you're beating me to it, Griffin. You're
Oh, I'm
100%. No,
sorry.
you are correct. Ride with it. What are you just waiting for? You waiting for Superman to come and save you?
Right. It was a great game, but.
Udezi doubled. He went for 30 and 10. I know that's not right, but it's close.
I mean, they smoked them by 30. You could have spread out that 30 over the 4-game losing streak.
Anywhere.
Hear me out. You could have used 2 of those 30 points against Nevada and still had 28.
Well, all right, do not give me exact numbers.
You could have used 12 of those points against Utah State, and you'd still have 16 points.
Udeze had already gone for 30 points in a game this season. He's a dude who can go for 30. But then you're going to wait for House to come back. What did he go for? 25, whatever it was? I don't really know what it was. But he comes back, starts just putting the basket in, or not House, Mashburn. Mashburn went for 25 or whatever it was. And then on House's return, and by the way, he didn't even score 10 points.
He played 25 minutes, didn't even get to 10 points.
Right. But the team's like, oh, we got him. We got our guy.
And I
They
think
just
he
played
almost
harder.
hurt himself again during that.
I mean, why don't put that out there? Don't put that out there. I got a frustration level. Now, also, if you're a Lobo fan and you're like, we're at full strength, we got this. Oh, I want to buy back into that because I saw this squad when they were at full strength. Also, having two dudes score 25 in a game, that don't happen a lot here. When's the last time that happened here? Years? Before I started doing radio every day?
My boy Sebastian hurt.
He ain't playing. He ain't playing.
What's the news? Give me the update.
It's a tight bench, man. And then afterwards, and I love enthusiasm. You'll never hear me say a negative thing about a collegiate athlete. You'll never hear me say a negative thing about a kid, about a child. But some of the social media stuff coming out after the game, if you really think that you're on the comeback, if you really think that you've reestablished, just show me. Like, don't tell me. I'm a seer, not a believer. You can tell me I'm not going to believe you. Let me see it. The number of people that will just lie to you at every aspect of your life, see them.
In the Lobos' defense, all around, they're having a great season.
Oh, yes. Heck yeah.
You'd like to be a couple spots higher in the Mountain West, obviously, but they can rise a couple spots with a solid run throughout the rest of the season. But they ran into a couple juggernauts in that losing
They
streak.
did not. They played down. You're talking about like a bar set preseason before we knew. 10 games in, 15 games in, we placed that bar a lot higher. We looked at those boys and we're like, let's ride. This Udeze cat is unreal.
Look, why? They took a huge L to Wyoming.
Oh.
Wyoming played the best game of their season
100%
against them. Same thing with Utah State. Utah State played their best game of the season. Nevada, they're legitimately good. Air Force just shot lights out, didn't have House, but whatever. You turn two of those in the W's, it's a different season.
And here's the thing about that, though, because you can't go back and change it. The thing about that is, this is what it feels like to be the Yankees. This is what it feels like to be Notre Dame. This is what it feels like to be the Cowboys. Once you get to the top, because that's where they were at this time, everyone plays up to you. You got to know how to play against teams that are playing up to you, because that's how you win. That's how you win big games. And then
you tell Lobo fan 3 months ago that, hey, heading into the tournament, the boys are going to be 20-7. They're going to get 20 wins before they're done with the regular season. Lobo fan would have been like, hell yeah, brother. Great season. Let's finish out strong. But you got spoiled with 14 straight wins, and now you had to see this 4-game losing streak, and now Lobo fan doesn't know how to act. Are they the best team ever still? Are they the worst team? Are they a disappointment because they lost 4 games?
The second week,
Get out of here.
The second week of January, whatever the date is, you could look over on that board and tell me. They knock off nationally ranked San Diego State, and I go, that's the squad right there.
Yeah,
that's bunch of dogs. L. Cool, big W. I like the big W. I want to come back. I want to be in the right direction. And also, if I'm incredibly wrong, we got San Diego State on the 25th. Is that right?
This Saturday. I'll be there.
Fresno State right after that?
Yep.
Put a couple W's in. Get to the conference tournament. Don't just do well. Win the whole damn thing.
They got it.
Got it.
They just got to go in healthy. They've beaten everyone. Beat nationally ranked teams. Beat rivals. Beat multiple teams that are in the top 25 literally right now.
Mashburn has been in double digits for like 50 straight games. I know that because Jeff Kramer tweeted it.
He good.
If Mashburn is that good, give him the ball every time. If Udezi is that good, give him the ball every time.
They kind of do.
Oh, but we had to have House. No, House came back. You didn't have to have him. Hey, he does do a thing at point that I'm not going to say he does. But you got a squad of dudes that can score buckets in a lot of different ways. This is not an offensively struggling team. They just put up 100.
Look, if Wyoming and Utah State don't play the best games of their season, you can live with a loss to Nevada and a loss to Air Force. But the fact is that the 4 in a row and 3 of them, well, all of them are winnable. 3 of them, you're the favorite.
Mashburn's average
hard to swallow.
20.
He's very good at basketball.
He's incredibly good. House is averaging just under 17. Between these two dudes, you got like 40-ish points.
And probably just the only reason he dropped down to 17 is because this last game.
Oh, could be.
Yeah, he's probably.
And when he went out, that's a good point.
Hovering around 20 before that.
Might not have been that tight, but he'd be closer. You're absolutely right. At the end of this thing, depending if Mashburn plays another year, he's a junior, right? Let me make sure I got that right. I don't want to mess that up. I mean, we talking about dude who's going to be in what? The top 10 of all-time scoring?
And creep up real fast.
Yeah, he's a junior.
Jalen, he gone.
Gone? Senior?
Yeah.
And he's so dang good. Some of these dudes, you talking like a graduate thing or something. Udezi's a graduate senior, you know? Also, there's worse lives out there. Go get your graduate degree. Play sports.
Yeah, pretty sweet.
Get an NIL deal.
Not mad at that
No.
at all.
You know how cool that is? KJ Jenkins, redshirt senior. That means he can come back, go another one. And if we know one thing about Coach Patino, boy can recruit.
He can recruit.
Put him in the living room.
We're going to get more dudes next year.
All I'm saying is this is one of two ways.
And we have yet to deploy Sebastian, the Swedish street ball forceling.
I mean, he's become the definition of a secret weapon at this point.
I'd hate to even bust your bubble, but you might need to look him up because I think he got hurt on that Friday during warmups.
All right, so I saw a tweet about that, but I didn't see anything official, so I don't want to say anything on air. Not saying like, I mean, we can do whatever we want here, but I was just trying to be cool about it. But that would explain.
No, I know that's his guy there.
See, it's even more of a secret now. Keeping it a secret for another couple weeks. Saving it for the Mountain West tournament.
College football is talking about implementing some rule changes.
You're going to have to explain this to me because I missed this one. I'm really excited.
About rule changes?
Yes. I'm really excited about the XFL's new rules.
Why?
Because I like new stuff.
The new rule that I like is every time that a team wins a big game, they get a WWE championship belt. That's my new favorite rule.
The one you just made up right now on the spot?
I'm just looking at the record of cool things. The Chiefs are walking around with WWE championship belts.
Okay, Travis Kelce loves wrestling.
Patrick Mahomes wore that thing all weekend. Super sweet.
Hey, guys, look at this. I got a WWE belt. Ain't that cool?
I'm the champ. All right, hear me out. The next time WWE goes to Kansas City, we go because you know Travis Kelce gonna come out.
Oh yeah,
and do a bit.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so it's really primarily one big rule change.
Okay,
I'll break it down for you,
please.
Whenever we get back, it's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Telling it like it is.
When Kevin Durant left Steph Curry, I said, this is Mahomes going to play for the Jets because he has a friend. What are you doing? You're not going from Golden State to Brooklyn. You're trading Steph for kooky Kyrie. That is nuts. Classic Kyrie bails.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays at 1 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
I'm attorney Kevin Rowe. If the insurance companies treated you fair after you've been in an accident, we wouldn't be in business. They have teams of adjusters, investigators, and attorneys that are all working against you and want to pay you as little as possible for your injuries. When we call, the insurance companies listen. We'll fight hard to get you all the money you deserve and to keep you out of the courtroom. Don't settle for less. Call Lerner Rowe Injury Attorneys today at 544-4444. The call and the advice are free.
Lerner Rowe can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Insurance Research Council, July 2014.
My name is David. I live alone and forget to take my medicine sometimes. My daughter's worried and wants me to move in with her, but she's got her own children. I don't want to be a burden.
A dilemma many families face is seniors like David, unsafe living alone. Footprints Home Care needs caregivers with big hearts for people like David. You'll help with medication reminders, doing household chores, and just being there to provide peace of mind. Hours are flexible. The rewards are endless. Apply today at footprintshomecare.com.
Hey, it's Jeff Symbieta. Question: are you a business owner? Do you like free government money? If so, listen up. The federal government has promised over $135 billion in tax refunds for small and medium-sized businesses that kept employees on payroll through COVID. Business owners are eligible for the employee retention credit even if they received PPP funds. RefundsPro.com, that's RefundsPro.com, specializes in cutting through the red tape for this government program, making qualifying quick and easy. Refunds Pro does all the heavy lifting, and most refunds are more than $100,000. Couldn't you use that money right about now? There's no downside to apply and absolutely no fees unless you receive a refund. RefundsPro.com has helped hundreds of businesses qualify. And the best part, you don't have to pay a penny back to the government. This is as close as it gets to free government money. There's a deadline, so visit RefundsPro.com and get started before it's too late. Visit RefundsPro.com. That's RefundsPro.com.
Every piece of land has a story. Some write theirs behind the wheel of a John Deere 1 Series tractor, like the Upshaws.
This is my tractor Penny. It's all about attention to detail.
But the Nelsons love cruising around their expansive Montana ranch in their John Deere Gator UV.
We've been here since 1868.
While the Caggianos drive a John Deere zero-turn mower to keep their Long Island brewery looking sharp.
Don't call me, don't bother me. I'm going out to mow for a couple hours.
Run with us and start telling your story. Learn more at johndeere.com/radio.
Meet Joe A, hi, Joe B, hello, and Joe C.
What's up?
3 everyday Joes perfecting their banking with Chase. Joe A is locking his lost debit card with the Chase mobile app. Joe B is cruising toward his new ride with AutoSave. And Joe C's Chase banker is helping him budget to go back to school. Tools that help protect, support for what's next. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select. JP Morgan Chase Bank.
Can you hear me?
Dear winner,
We'll have to
vehicles with a
grab Darren White and tell him to come on the show because isn't he trying to start some pro hockey team or something?
F4 to steady sedans like the Camry all-wheel drive, Corolla hybrid all-wheel.
Well, he's just over there on the show.
Plus-
It's like we should talk to him after he's done.
We're ready.
The heck his hockey thing is all about.
Let's go places.
Based on manufacturer's websites as of 11/21/22.
Visit your
Sure.
Cafe Toyota today. Toyota. Let's
Yeah, for another time. Exactly.
Tune in to Chop It Up with Vern Kay, where he chops it up about professional and local sports with all the hot takes. Chop It Up with Vern Kay. Saturday mornings from 9 to 11 on The Sports Animal.
This is where comes for sports. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
All right, so college. Is this my headphones? I'm sorry. So college football says we got to change some rules. So they're mulling over changing the game clock like pretty drastically, including keeping time running after incomplete passes. They're citing player safety, but the for real of it is college football games are just so damn long right now. 3 hours and 30 minutes?
There's very few spectacles in sports as gnarly as a important college football game, like a big SEC rivalry.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Like Texas, Oklahoma. Like it's one of the biggest things in the world of sports. The energy is fantastic. I don't have time for all of it.
No.
it's so much. I like the NFL. I like to watch the professionals play. But hey, college football fan, I get it.
The dudes that are college football dudes, the dudes that are like 10 a.m. on Saturday all the way to 10 p.m. on Saturday, that's only 3 games. That's not what you think it is.
Right.
You're not watching as much football as you think you are. And the college football is, what's the word I'm going to use? Sloppy?
Yeah.
So an NFL game's got what, 150 plays? That's about right.
Usually not even that much.
I think that's pretty average. But yeah, I can dip. College football's got what? 175? 180 plays? That's real. That's too many plays. And if the clock has to stop every single time because it stops on weird first downs for a moment.
Downs.
Yeah, it's not like there's just so much. Also, there's kind of a lot of replay. I will die on this hill. If you remove replay from all sports are better. You lose.
You're super wrong on this one.
You lose the emotion of the moment. You lose the hot tag. You lose the play at home. You lose the catch on the sideline.
All that stuff still happens.
No, it dies immediately. Immediately, the opposing fan base, whenever they see the hands go up for a touchdown score on something in the tight corner of the end zone, they go, wait for the replay. Wait for the replay. No, I don't want to. I want you to feel hurt. I want your boy in Green Bay, Andre Freeman. What was his name? 86?
Antonio
Freeman, to catch the ball on the sideline, bounce it around 3 times, get up and run it in for a score, and all that Minnesota Vikings fans can do, or whoever they were playing, I think it was the Vikings, can cry. And I watched them cry.
I think there is something to using technology to make sure you get it right. I think that's way more important than ruining your 3 seconds of excitement in the moment, whether you know it's a touchdown or not. Getting it right to me is way more important.
I disagree. Every scoring play? Nah, get rid of it. Get rid of it.
I mean, I get to live that moment over and over again. Like if you see an amazing play, you're going to want to watch it again. Like who cares about like measuring the chains for a first down?
Oh, by the way, they should get rid of that crap. We're living in the future.
Yeah.
I can tell you where a gnat sits on like someone I don't like in a country I've never been to.
Yeah.
But you're going to tell me I can't tell you when the ball crosses an imaginary line on a field that has 40 cameras on it?
Sure.
And it's like little old men. Have you ever seen these little old men run out there? Look at me. I got the whole chain. I'm on the game. I'm not trusting this little old man.
Yeah, I mean, you could have friggin' lasers all up and down the field.
Keep going. Yes, I love where this is going.
The exact point of the first down. Instead of dudes lugging around chains, you could just have a laser. Just one. Not even a bunch of them.
I don't know what an RFID is, but I know my crazy uncle tells me you can be tracked with them all the time. So you put one in the ball, and you say, well, here's what the RFID says it is. The official on the field should only set the ball down. He should be told where it goes. They go, a little to the left, a little to the left. Got it, perfect, go. That's it.
Well, I mean, adding to the game and like what you're saying, not ruining the moment. You can do that with technology. You don't have to have a referee on the field.
Oh, heck no.
Like talking about each play. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to review the call on the field. All right, it was a catch. Look, I want those 30 seconds back, Steve.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't need to do that. Just review it real quick, get it right. Let's keep going.
Prohibiting consecutive timeouts. This is like icing the kicker kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm into that. That's gamesmanship. Don't take it out. That's in this proposal. No longer extending a first or third quarter for an untimed down if the quarter ends on a defensive penalty. Here's the thing. You want to do it only at the end of a half? I get it. This never happens.
Yeah, that's so rare.
It's so rare.
Yeah.
Clock will continue to run after offense gains a first down, except inside of 2.5 minutes. I'm into that.
Just in case ice catches on fire.
what we need to do. All right, guys, hear me out. If it's the middle of a snowstorm and it turns to fire, clock will continue to run after incomplete pass once the ball is spotted for play.
That's a good one.
It might take a little bit of convincing to get me in on it, but I'm telling you, I think the time can be saved if you get rid of this stupid replay, these stupid challenges.
No,
and
you
just
don't get rid of replay. You don't get rid of the challenges. You streamline them. You use the technology. There's a guy in the exact same booth that they ask for clarification on a replay. You don't have to stop the game, make an announcement that you're going to do a replay, then have the guy look at it, and then make the announcement for what happened. Just have the guy tell you what happened. There's a guy. He saw it. He's got 100 TV screens in front of him. Just tell the referee what happened.
Timeout in the action. This TCU replay brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, the official replay sponsor of your game's broadcast. Don't forget, finger licking good. I don't know if that's correct. That's why these things are so long. It's because what you're saying makes too much sense.
Correct.
Because whopper, 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 whopper.
Yeah. That would shave all the time that you're trying to increase by changing the rules of the game.
Get rid of it all. Cut it all.
No, you have to get it right. You can't have all this technology sitting right here and still screw up Dez was a catch.
There is a 100 years of the history of sport. Obviously, that's not exactly correct. And for that 100 years, there was zero replay. There was zero live strats. There was zero live streams. There was zero of all this surrounding, and the games went on. Just saying, trim the fat a little bit. I need it lean. I want it lean.
Yeah, I mean, you do have to get rid of some of that ad money, and that's a decision the NFL has to make. You're not going to make your games 15, 20 minutes faster by changing the actual rules of the game. You cut it out by showing one less commercial break an hour. You show it by going straight to the booth instead of making an announcement by Burger King that gets to review it. Just give us the call.
Also, these games have 100 scores. You score, go to commercial break, come back, kick the extra point, go to commercial break, come back, kick off the ball, go to commercial break.
There should be no break in between.
There should be none.
Touchdown and extra point.
There should be none.
There should after. Like, you got to run all the way down the field and get set up for a kickoff.
Offense come back on the field, and we're going to step away from the action whenever we get back. No. Go. Hustle out on the field. You got 40 seconds or whatever. Play clock.
Hey, baseball too.
All of them. Hey, you know what?
You don't need to stop, stare into a green metal box, nod your head up and down while you got headphones on, make a decision. Just have the guy looking at it tell you what happened.
If there's a score in a college football game, I'm getting up from my television, I'm using the restroom, making a phone call, putting some pizza rolls in the oven, petting the cat. That's my whole thing. Then I come back, oh, here we go, 5 minutes later.
No, you won't do that, Fred, because you won't be watching. You'll be doing something completely different, because I know you. You will not be watching college football until the very end of the season.
If you're joining us on our live chat on Facebook Live, thank you for being a part of that. Our video is there. Underneath my name, Fred Slow, it says president of your mom. And Van's mom just commented that I am, in fact, not her president.
Not my president. Very funny.
2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This is Andrew Perloff with a CBS Sports Minute. All-Star games are not for everyone, including the participants sometimes. Nuggets coach Mike Malone said it was the worst game he's ever seen, but he's not the target audience. The NBA and most other leagues are thinking about the kids, not in a charity way, but in a let's engage the young fans way. Purists are all about the competition, which is great, but seeing your favorite stars run up and down isn't the worst thing for a large chunk of people who actually do love the NBA. I'm Andrew Perloff.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone. I went through it a while back. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The patented key ingredient is something called Testofen, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text JUDGE to 321321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text JUDGE to 321321. That's JUDGE to 321321.
Products and statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or illness.
At the Home Depot, we know the world is a messy place. Keeping it clean takes science. That's why businesses everywhere have long trusted cleaning products from Ecolab to take on the toughest messes. And now, that level of clean is available for your home. Introducing Ecolab Scientific Clean, a full line of professional-grade cleaning products for all your home's needs, so you can clean like you mean business. Now available exclusively at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
3 people you should be 100% certain about: your barber, your plumber, and your tax pro. Switch to Jackson Hewitt and you can be 100% certain about your taxes. We'll get you your maximum refund guaranteed, and we'll back your return for life. Don't be kind of certain or almost certain. Be 100% certain. Switch to Jackson Hewitt today and get 50% off tax prep. Limited time offer for new clients filing at participating locations. Max value $200. Visit jacksonhewitt.com/50 for terms.
Mesa Detection Agency is now hiring for Level 1 security guards. Full and part-time schedules available. Mesa provides the best security to help keep their properties and clients safe. They offer benefits and job security. At Mesa, they're looking for individuals who are ready to work to be part of something greater in the community while working at their well-rounded professional and Class A properties throughout the Albuquerque area. Come to Mesa Detection Agency, where your voice, effort, and hard work is not overlooked. Go to mesadetectionagency.com or call 505-221-4647.
The sport is now 27 years old. What we're saying is, it's now not creepy to tell us how good we look for our age. Just remember, we're not that kind of station. Creeper.
Wrapping up the program, Lobo Talk follows us. What time we gotta be out of here, Griff?
57:20.
All right, we've got about 6 minutes here.
We got an extra minute of the program today. That's exciting.
The boys are going to WrestleMania. Just got the go-ahead from WWE. So big thank you to they for having us out there.
All right.
The amount of support that they give us is kind of doesn't make sense. Like,
because the WWE superstars that we interviewed on Radio Row at the Super Bowl all said that we were the best interview.
that is crazy that happens. Elimination Chamber was this past Saturday. I love the crap out of it. The Elimination Chamber itself, fine, whatever. It's a gimmick thing. I like it. It was over in England. Montreal, England. It was over in Montreal. But that main event, man. Roman Reigns versus the hometown hero, Sami Zayn, in Montreal.
Oh, my God. He's from Montreal?
And you recall from the Royal Rumble, whenever Sami Zayn stole one to the back of Roman Reigns with the chair, and 53,000 people exhaled in celebration.
I was there.
Dog. Montreal tried to boo Roman Reigns out the building. Montreal, I'm not joking you. For 10 minutes. Ole, 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 ole.
What is that?
That's Sami Zayn's cheer.
Is it Sami Zayn?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was in Zayn up there.
In the membranes?
Thank you. Jimmy Uso came out, got in the mix. Jey Uso came out, didn't follow the lead at the head of the table.
Oh, no.
Kevin Owens came out.
That sounds bad.
And all of this. Because we're what, like 6 weeks away?
Are we already 6 weeks away?
Oh, we got to buy some plane tickets. We're like 6 weeks away.
Holy moly.
From the greatest 2 nights in sports entertainment in Los Angeles.
2 nights? I only signed up for one. Fred, come on.
Saturday and Sunday, back to back at SoFi Stadium.
When did they start doing that?
Years ago.
Damn it. I should have known that, shouldn't I?
I need you to get right now.
Hold on. It's on April 1st.
And 2nd.
Is this really going to happen?
April 1st and 2nd. SoFi Stadium, Los Angeles, California.
Is it going to be like April Fool's? It's really only tomorrow.
Nope.
It's really 2 days.
It's 2 days.
God, life choices are awful.
I don't ask for a lot. I ask for this. We do the dumb stuff you want to do. Go to the Super Bowl. We do that stuff.
We worked.
We're going to work at this.
Oh, we got to go early and is there like a WrestleMania row?
Kind of, yeah.
That's cool.
It's called All Access.
That Cody Rhodes kid, he's a good interview.
Yeah, you know where he's going to be? Headlining WrestleMania. You know where we're going to be? Right there.
Cody Rhodes is not going to headline WrestleMania.
What?
They're going to rip it from him. I could tell.
Oh, God, I can't wait. Give me more of this.
This Uso story that you tell me about every couple days. They're gonna spin that as the main storyline. And it's going to be like Roman Reigns versus the rest of his family.
Shows you how little you know about anything in the whole wide world.
Okay, well, it's definitely not anything about wrestling ever.
Cody Rhodes won the Royal Rumble.
I know that, and he's supposed to be in WrestleMania. But how WWE would that be if they don't let him compete in WrestleMania?
Oh, that's so smart. On the grandest stage of them all.
They rip it from his hands just like they never gave it to his father.
The showcase of the Immortals. Oh, my gosh.
I'm on to something.
You're on to something here.
It's crazy because Van has really morphed into this fan that has really...
Well, hold on.
You're really analyzing a lot of stuff. You're getting into it, Van.
Allowing Fred to talk around me, and I know he needs to vent about his stories.
Yes.
Is way different than being a fan.
You've just been drawn in unconsciously.
How long was the Royal Rumble?
Like 4 hours.
Like 10 hours.
Hey, Griff, guess how much wrestling I've watched the past 3 years?
All of that.
Correct. The answer is 4 hours. 4 hours as at the Royal Rumble.
You have booked in 2 Royal Rumbles.
Okay, now let's contrast that
Yeah.
versus how much I hear about wrestling. I hear enough about wrestling from you that I can formulate my own opinion on what the story is going to be.
Griff, even when this microphone is off, I go into like little kid mode, presenting in front of the class. On April 1st, 2023, Cody Rhodes, in the shadow of his father, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, will take on Roman Reigns for a chance to be the undisputed WWE World Universal Champion. And Van's like, please stop. Please stop with this. From the texter, do you just host a sports talk show that you can get free wrestling tickets? This is what I'm realizing. I need the person that texts me that to keep that to themselves. Keep my name out they mouth.
Also, wasn't that just Steph texting us? She just figured it out right in the moment.
So anyways, Elimination Chamber was a banger. Monday Night Raw tonight will be a banger. We have only 6 weeks until WrestleMania. We will be out at WrestleMania. And I will give regular updates so that the friend... No, I will not.
I just don't want to be confused with the fan. You see what Griffin just did? Like, that shook me to the core. Just because I know enough to have an opinion on this thing.
That makes you...
Now I'm a fanboy immediately?
100%.
Oh, my God. Never getting late again.
Hey, do me a favor. Are you still a medium or are you a large yet? I'm going to get you a Sami Zayn shirt. I'm going to order one right now.
The one with the crudely written over with duct tape and Sharpie, that one?
So wait, you know what merch that Sami Zayn has? What? And you're going to tell me you're not a fan?
No, not even close. I just thought it was a good bit. He duct taped over his own shirt. That's funny.
You are a liar and an idiot.
You love the game.
It's about to be baseball season, and I am so excited. This is like the little gap. This is the...
You're like Van's like, this is all I got. Just let me have this
Please.
little bit of sport.
I got hip hop and baseball. That's all I need.
All right, good news. Free shipping right now on Shop WWE.
I'll never know that.
I'm so excited for you to get this new Sami Zayn shirt. He wore like a collab one with the Montreal Canadiens while in Montreal.
That's a smart move.
Super fire. Not the old crappy Honore Hoos one, the good one with the duct tape over it.
I'm saying it's a great shtick that they're not going to let Cody Rhodes wrestle this and go Sami Zayn or Sami Zayn and What's your guy?
Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens.
You know that.
It's going to be those two versus Roman Reigns and his family, and the family's going to turn on him.
It would have to be 3 versus 3, so you'd have to put Cody Rhodes in with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. That doesn't even make sense as a collaboration. It'll be Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus the Uso twins, Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. Everyone knows this.
Okay, that's really smart.
And it's a Dusty finish named after Dusty Rhodes.
Okay.
Where Paul Heyman helps Cody Rhodes achieve the greatness that his father was so robbed
20
in his prime.
That sounds like a really good story.
Let's go. Lobo talk after this. Rob Portnoy. Coach Patino there? Chris says yes.
10.
Final words, man.
Too much for time. A lot of my favorite. Anything you can check out today. Check out tomorrow morning. Open Drive. JJ Emery.
Good job, everyone. GG.
See you tomorrow, Burke.
Do you know the saying, it's yours for the